everybody talked about the potential fight with Deontay Wilder, and he's talked a lot. You haven't said
Why is it that, like, is it an American thing that you guys talk a lot?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess he's the heavyweight champ. The WBC is the one belt that you don't have, and he says he wants you.
Yeah.
But you have all the other belts. And there's people that will say, oh, well, Anthony Joshua's ducking him. But what is the real deal here? And let's be honest here, because you've fought world champions in the past. Does that make anything different with Deontay Wilder?
Just he wants more. But you have to separate what your fantasy is and what your reality is. So that's all it is. It just wanting more. What's it? That Oliver Twist story. Can I have some more, sir? You know, we've got to slap him back down and tell him, no, know your place.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the pay-per-view.
My job, I know my job, I know my situation. I want to fight. That's my production. But it's going to be very difficult for both of us.
BoxingVoice.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is flagship edition Thursday, preview Thursday. Doomy got the list out. Crow will be served. And as Igloo said,
ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing voice.
Shout out to YouTube getting it right, flipping the switch back on. Took us off for a few hours, but we're back now. Hot button topic number one, AJ versus Povetkin exclusively on Dazn. Plus, we're going to touch on all the details about Dazn's big announcement, who they signed, and we'll even double back and give you a little bit more on the big Baby Miller altercation. Exclusively on Dazn for the USA only. Dillian Whyte versus Joseph Parker. Gloves is off. We did a review. You can check it out on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Make sure to hit those notification bells to get the notification whenever we go live or a new video is uploaded, as we have in-depth reviewed Joseph Parker Gloves is Off, but we will once again touch on it for our flagship edition audience. Terence Crawford, Fighter of the Year, wins an Espy, but is the resume suspect? Should we be comparing it to who he is said to be in a super fight when it's all said and done? Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Whose resume is better? Jaime Mungia versus Liam Beefy Smith, a.k.a. Rob with hair. He will be, going up for his first title defense. Jaime Mungia taking on a tough vet. We know Liam. We know what he's capable of. So it's a good gauge for us. In the face-off and things like that, at least he doesn't look completely, towered over by this Jaime Munguia the way that Ali was. Ali looks so much smaller than Munguia. We're also going to be talking about the World Boxing Super Series Cruiserweight final. It is I don't know if it's undisputed, but it's definitely a unification with 4 titles on the line. I'm not sure if either of these men have the IBO or had gained it and dropped it, but definitely the 4 major sanctioning bodies on the line for a ginormous unification that's going to be held in Russia, but we don't have an American broadcaster. But there's a lot more other little tidbits to touch on. I mean, we can talk to Ryan Garcia versus Tank. What's beef? Beef is when I ask for your address and come to your gym. Say we sparring. I don't give a fuck about your next of kin. No ring bells. We going until someone gets done in. AKA that was my paraphrasing, aka rap of Gervonta and Ryan going back and forth in DM, setting up a sparring session that's gonna be much like the doghouse. No fucking rounds. Whoever dies. Arum rips Canelo. I mean, look, it's just too much to talk about. Let me get into the hosts because we got a lot of hosts, a lot of topics, and we'll be doing introductions forever.
WBSS Productions.
BJ was gonna beat me, then yeah, you predict he's gonna beat me. He got smashed.
Why the Wilder sold out 90,000? This guy has been pro for like 8 years, 9 years. If Wilder wants some of his work, he can definitely get it on ASAP.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yes. The Robsters here. Dazn haters beware. Big baby, stay in your lane. Plenty to talk about. I can't wait to get into this show. So let's throw it out to one of the other co-hosts and get this going.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Window skimp, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
Yo, what's up, TBV family? We back. They try to take us away. They try to take our motherfucking channel down, but they couldn't do it, could they? They couldn't. We back in this motherfucker, and we got some shit to fucking talk about. And the zone announcement, Big Baby, AJ Mama, what? Really? But I'm gonna save it. Pass it out to my guy, Doomy. What's up, baby?
We back here, baby. We back.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dippy. There's no one like me. I'm from their court. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up!
Yeah, TBV, we back. We had a little hiccup, but it looks like the YouTube family saw it as a mistake. So tell a friend. Remember, we was announcing that, everything was going to be going on the Nestor Gibbs channel, but we're back on the Boxing Voice channel. Make sure you let everybody know in case you ain't hit that notification button. And we got Joshua Povetkin. $10. It's $10 for this app. This is what's going to cost you to see Joshua and Povetkin. So I don't know if you agree or disagree with that. I see we checking resumes here. That's going to be a never-ending debate, but can't wait to get into it with you fellas in the TBV fam. Let's get in it.
Well, let's get right into it. I mean, first and foremost, a lot of applause.
What up? Ho. What up with IQ?
He's micless right now. He's still in traffic, but I guess Ron, you could get a staticky hello and what's up, brother?
Can you even hear me clear?
Yeah, I mean, you sound like one of the callers on speaker in the car.
Yo, what's up? So I'm stuck in this California traffic, if you guys know my struggle. So right now I'm driving. I'm probably 15 minutes, but I got some surprises, man. I'm gonna be on my big baby Miller. I got my banner and camera working, so you guys get a sneak peek who is IQ. But I'm excited for the show. I'll be there. Don't be late, because I am.
All right, so if you're tuning into the live stream, hit the thumbs up button for many, many reasons. Be thankful that we're here, because a couple hours ago, streaming capabilities were taken down due to our AJ Big Baby Miller review of the press conference confrontation. It was deemed as not safe for the community. After appeal, we're back. So be appreciative. Hit that thumbs up button, because you just never know when TBV might go fucking away due to the community guidelines, right? But speaking about community, Eddie Hearn is becoming synonymous with boxing. As much as you want to hate the guy, he's making power moves. Now, what is the zone going to end up being? I don't know. What it was Tuesday or Wednesday. When was it, Doomsday, that we were there?
Wasn't it
Tuesday? Let me answer for you. You were only the one there, but
Tuesday, right? So off bat, I can compare it to Showtime's up front. What did Showtime call theirs where everybody showed up? It was like Danny, Deontay, Thurman, everybody was there. What was that one called? Showtime up front or Boxing up front? Showtime. You know, they unveiled their whole first quarter. You guys remember? Come on, follow me, guys. Tell me.
I know what you mean. I just don't know what they called it.
The fucking name.
All right. So now think back 2 years when PBC did their invite only PBC announcement. You remember that? And everybody was in the little blue suits with the white shirts looking all fly. Anybody remember that?
I didn't see that myself.
Before my time, baby. Before my time.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, both of those fell short compared to this one. In terms of intimacy of the location, in terms of decor, in terms of appetizers, cocktails.
Man, talk about the little burgers.
Avocado juice.
This is why Big Baby. That's why Big Baby was so pissed. The little cheeseburgers.
In terms of paraphernalia, I mean the like I mentioned decor, but the paraphernalia of DAZN. They went above and beyond so that everything said DAZN, and it wasn't tacky. It was classy. The location was rustic, definitely rustic mixed with industrial. It was a different crowd for sure. Like Matchroom brought their own people, and that was obvious. Everyone was in slim or super slim fit jeans with brown penny loafers and fucking the Eddie Hearn sports jacket. You know what I mean? It was like a million Eddie Hearns around there. I was like, could the real Eddie Hearn please stand up? But everyone was super nice. We got there an hour and a half early and no one kicked us out. And instead they invited us in. We did not look like everyone else and they still embraced us. The publicist came and introduced herself to the point where I was like, is she nice or is she hitting on me? You know what I'm saying? So very friendly people. They got things moving. I'm not gonna fault publicists or promoters for AJ not being as accessible. I'll fault that on Big Baby and the altercation that took place. For anybody listening to this flagship show live today, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. But by now you should have known what took place, and if you don't, what happened at Tuesday's DAZN / Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Povetkin New York City press conference. Big Baby was scheduled to attend, showed up late, semi-crashed the party, jumped on stage, and all hell broke loose. He's called Joshua, G-String Joshua, English Muffin, all types of names for so long, and the two finally met. It was fireworks without punches. I am just grateful to be part of boxing history, being there when two heavyweights, mixed it up. Povetkin, all sportsmen, kind of just laid to the back. But I was really impressed, man. I was really impressed with the setup, really impressed with the hired help. Impressed that it seems Akim Barak from SiriusXM and from This Is 50, I don't know, possibly work for DAZN, maybe commentating fights for DAZN. So that was amazing to see that, DAZN has plucked from our pastures, right? So it's good to see. So shout out to them if that's true. If not, they've at least did get hired to do something initially, which I'm sure will be out later. They got a shitload of one-on-one time with AJ. They got fucking Eddie Hearns, throwing combinations. Like I said, very intimate location, everything very nice. They were expecting 70 people. I interviewed the CEO, James Rouston maybe, or something like that. Rouston, I don't know. And they were only expecting 70, and they got close to 200. They're excited. They're excited. What I will say is that I'll never stop telling the truth. So just hard to believe that a Wilder Joshua fight was ever going to happen when Joshua was the face of Dazn. And how are you going to do that if Wilder is on Showtime? And, you know, I know Eddie's response is, oh, but Wilder's not with Showtime, but we all know that Wilder's loyalty is with Showtime, as he tweeted publicly. So it's just difficult. I mean, I always said that they would take him somewhere to make it more difficult for the fight to happen. And, you know, Nostradamus in the flesh, man. I need to start picking fucking lottery numbers, I'm telling you.
So do we think that Dazn will come to America and be the dominant force like HBO was or Showtime is now?
Too early, man. Too early. The lineup was weak. Jesse Vargas, former two-time champion, which needs to be checked. One of those were probably a WBA regular on HBO versus limited opposition. You know, Big Baby, okay, but no one's picking him to beat any of the top heavyweights.
Andrade,
a fight with he and Povetkin would have been 50-50.
So yesterday we had a conversation.
Povetkin's small as hell.
So yesterday we had a conversation, and I brought up the name Demetrius Andrade, and I was like, yes, I'm happy that he signed. But you said something like that, and I'm trying to figure out why.
Come on, bro. Like,
come on, what, man? He hasn't had.
We hasn't had to do, Mike, because the rumor is Jesse Vargas versus like Lamont Peterson or some shit like that, and it's like, all right, believe it when I see it. But again, we've seen that before, though. So that wouldn't be strange. We've seen John Molina, Felix Diaz, and one other guy go to HBO. We see B-sides go. Are we going to see an Earl Spence side go? Are we going to see a Danny go, a Porter go?
Maybe if something like the Billy Joe Saunders and Andre happened, where it goes to purse bid and Eddie has to bid on the purse bid, we'll probably see that then. But I mean, for the top stars to come over, I mean, we all know that that's going to be tough to sell.
We'll see, man, because when I spoke to Eddie and Andre, they had grins where there should have been confidence. My interviews are there. You can go watch them for yourself and interpret them how you like. But when questioned about those fights, it's more like, oh, we got big pockets, baby. So essentially, they're saying the fight has to take place on DAZN.
So, Rob, you missed the show yesterday. How did you feel about the DAZN rollout and the whole shebang?
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty official, looked good. I know the names haven't blown anybody away, but it's just the start, you know. And I think maybe once some fights actually happen on DAZN and we actually see the content and everything like that, I think others are going to drift over. There's talk of he's currently talking to 12 more, and that 12 more are going to be signing real soon. We're going to hear news, you know, building up to the shows that they're going to be laying out. You know, they're looking like they're taking fights to different locations and taking boxing across the states, which, you know, I know we're all used to the fights in Vegas and New York and Atlantic City. Yeah, seems to be raising its head again and things like that. So I don't see why fighting in like Chicago is like a big problem. Surely there must be some boxing fans in Chicago and things like that. So, you know, if boxing's getting taken around the state, so is it not a good thing? I think so.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I understand the names haven't blown anybody away, but I don't know. I thought it looked official. It looked really good. Nez was there enjoying, you know, we saw the little baby, the baby Big Macs or whatever they were and things like that. But and then shit got real when, you know, Big Baby, you know, people say he gate crashed AJ's presser. Well, he was just late for his own one. That's all it was. And he missed out on microphone time. Everybody got a little go on the microphone when they were stepped up and were introduced by Eddie. He missed his microphone time, and
Whatever, bro. He made more of a splash than anybody that was on.
Yeah. I'm saying he missed his turn, so we thought, fuck it, I'm gonna make sure this is remembered. So to some degree, yeah, great job. But you know, the angle that he went, and then the stuff he done in interviews after, and you know, mums and shit. It's just, you know, stay in your lane. You had an opportunity at AJ if you went to Bulgaria. And then you could. What did he say to Lennox Lewis? You know, we're starving out here. We got mouths to feed.
Big Baby said, "Fuck Bulgaria. I'm here right now. What's up, AJ? You English muffin? You pussy? What I mean, how did you feel about him attacking AJ like that?"
That's what I don't get with AJ, man. He just let anybody call him pussy too. Like that's a strong for us over here. That's some strong shit right there. You call me a pussy, man? I'm trying to smack you.
Yeah, well, whatever. He just got to wait his turn, you know. But his turn would come if he makes himself the mandatory. You know what I mean? I think, and taking it back to White Men Can't Jump 1992 with mama jokes. Come on, get some material.
I mean, that seems to have gotten under AJ's skin. So I don't know. Sometimes they say the classics are classics for a reason.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's gonna piss a guy off if you talk about his mum, I guess. But you know, I just think he told Andy Ruiz, didn't he, in the little back and forth, I'm on to bigger and better things. Well, enjoy Chicago with Arthur Spilka. That sounds great.
Yeah, but he's on the bigger and better things, and you're downplaying that. But
no, but going at Ruiz about it.
It's kind of ironic and yet hypocritical because you're bigging up DAZN, and here is DAZN taking a second-tier heavyweight and treating him like an A-side, and you're saying, hey, world, this is not a real A-side main event. He shouldn't be fighting Arthur Spilka in Chicago.
Are you happy with that as an opponent then?
I don't know. You're the advocate for DAZN. I want to hear
No, I just mean
That's their first show. That's their first show. What do you got to say?
He's coming out like he's the man on the planet, and then it's telling Ruiz like, fall back, I'm on to bigger and better things, and then he's going to be fighting in Chicago against Arthur Spilka. I mean, I just imagine Andy Ruiz sitting back going, oh yeah, massive, you know. But you know, I'm pleased on the like the part of DAZN that they're getting this.
Here you go. Think about it this way: for Andy Ruiz, it is still bigger and better things because for Andy Ruiz, he didn't headline he wasn't the main event. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I get that. But he's walking. I'm just saying, Big Baby's talking like he's the fucking Big Billy Big Bollocks. That's like next in line for AJ, and he's got this.
Says that hold on. The main event. He says that Miller isn't the main event. Jesse is. We're gonna have to find that out. I don't think any of this is on print yet, though.
We had somebody there that saw it firsthand. That's very fucking quiet right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Do me.
He's never like, I don't know what he's doing here.
You was there, baby. How do you feel about that shit?
Shit, I'm letting you guys fucking toss it up, man.
Sure.
And I'm on the chat, but
lies.
I mean, look, man, I was there. He crashed the party.
He was late.
Yeah, but whatever you want to call it, he made the most noise. And you know, I'm kind of like whatever because it wasn't no security there. You know what I'm saying? When guys were dangerous, guys like Mike Tyson, they knew to have security there. These guys ain't doing nothing, man. It's just a bunch of talk.
Shit, when Chisora fight, they know to have security there.
You feel me? You know when there's real beef.
Or the tables strapped to the floor.
And this shit right here, it looked to me like, you know, whatever. They said some shit, but ain't nobody was doing shit. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about it.
Man, I enjoyed that shit, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all sound like y'all all down and shit, man. This is boxing, baby.
I'm not down. I'm not down, Mike. Don't get it twisted. It was fun while I saw it, but it's like, all right. I'm supposed to just now this fight's supposed to go on.
I mean, if the Wilder fight doesn't materialize in April, I mean, and he disrespected Anthony Joshua's mother in his face, so.
I mean, I guess that's an excuse. It's an excuse, I guess, to go gunning for Big Baby now. He talked about my mom.
No, that ain't gonna be. I don't think that won't be the April date. I don't think.
And I heard there's some talk. I don't know if there was. I don't know what source.
Rob, they don't listen. I'm tired of people talking about, oh, the April date is for Wilder, so you guys can stop with the big baby shit. Bullshit.
No, I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying it's the Wilder date either.
I'm not just talking to you, Rob.
But you said Rob.
I know. Then I'm tired, and I'm tired of you guys. So it's like Rob and the rest of the UK.
So me then.
Besides
you in the whole country.
Besides Big Baby, is there any other signing that we seen with the Zone that we think Eddie can make them a bigger star than that they already are?
That there's more to come, you know what I mean? Like, people were insinuating the messages and tweets from the Charlos, and he wasn't really giving anything, but he was still, you know, leaving enough out there for you to assume that the Charlos are still a capability or a possibility of signing with him.
I think he can make them all bigger. I think he can make them all bigger. Make all of those guys bigger, like whether it's their profile or that, you know, putting them out there to the world. You know, I think he can make in that regard. But whether he can deliver, you know, career-defining fights for all of them, who knows? You know, have to wait and see in that. But you know, it looks like
he does something for my kid Nikita Abiali. How do you pronounce his last name? Is it Abiali?
I don't know. He's your kid.
Yeah, well, you know, we just call him
white chocolate.
Oh, that one. Is that his name? Okay, yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, even though you know, like maybe some of these young amateurs probably, you know, they're not really too well known by the whole, you know, by the world, but soon enough there will be. It's talent, man. So
how who is that guy Wadamnaki or whatever? How good is he in y'all opinion?
Who's that?
The white guy you guys just said.
Oh, Nikita.
Nikita. Okay, I'm sorry.
You called him White Nike. What was
white chalk? Nah,
is that an Indian tribal name?
Man, I heard Kia. That's it. So I just put some shit in front of it.
He was the real nervous one, right? He was really not so good on the mic, but
he's been sparring Daniel Jacobs since he was 17.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, check who we got
Hey,
here.
what up, baby?
Stepchild's got a face.
What the fuck is going on here?
So yeah, man, he's been sparring Daniel Jacobs. He's been sparring Curtis Stevens, Saddam Ali, like all the New York City area guys.
Yeah, I'm sure he could box, but he just kept looking at that crowd. You said there's like 200 or something. He was like, oh shit. Woo, lots of people. Whoa.
He has to go ahead and get over that because it's going to be way bigger crowds down in the future.
Nah, that's, you know, you do that the slow way, but you know what Eddie has is the ability maybe to bring in some B and C side UK guys. You know, in one hand, you give a guy like Eggington's a little too popular, but I mean, and he moved up, so that won't work. But I don't know, Gavin, maybe Frankie Gavin, Jojo Dan. You bring those guys back and recycle them on DAZN versus some people.
Carson Jones. But fighter IQ. How did you feel about the DAZN press conference yesterday, Tuesday?
I mean, it's really nice. I think it looks really good. I think Eddie Hearn has this idea where he's going to try to get someone who's going to maybe not be the A side right now, but be in those big fights. Like, you know, we can get Demetrius to fight Billy Joe. We got AJ and, you know, Big Baby, you know, Katie Taylor's, or, you know, one of the top female fighters. You know, he feels like he mentioned it many times, like he has someone that could be in potential big fights, regardless if they win or lose. He's trying to get into any type of big fight. And I think he may have a big side of B side, big fight guys, you know, but I think from what I saw looking online, I mean, it looked really nice. I mean, I've never been to any of these conventions or conferences, but based off what Ness and everyone's been saying, it looked really nice. But he gathered the B sides to be in the big fights, and that's pretty much what I think he's trying to get right now.
Bro, I don't know what kind of camera you got, but that thing is crystal clear. Good Lord.
Hey, man, it takes some time, man. I had to get the banner, you know. I had to get the camera, you know. It takes some time, just like, you know.
Can't rush perfection.
That's right. So, I mean, look, for U.S. fans, what you need to know is if you want to watch Joshua's next fight, you got to get DAZN. It's that simple.
And I'm hearing that it might be double in the UK market. I don't know if that's just trolling on the chat, but damn, that
the UK gets it on Sky for free. That's a lie. Whoever's saying that. But anyway, yeah. So my thing is this: you guys think that this will be available online? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, are the ESPN fights out there on YouTube already?
Oh, well, I mean,
like
the Pacquiao, yeah, the Pacquiao was for sure.
Oh well, can't stop that, huh?
It's always a way.
So what's the new sort of public opinion of $9.99? Because when it was 20, it was hell no. I think Andre, I'm not going to try and fuck up his last name like everybody else, but it was like 15 is the most, or 10 was the most he would do. So $9.99 is coming under, and like Eddie kept trying to say, that's $2.50 a week.
I seen $9.99, and I was like, "That's an amazing price." And then I did my research on the interface of it and like how it looked, and it looks way easier to navigate than in ESPN Plus. And I'm sorry, Rob, for cutting you off. So go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, so it's 16 US shows, 16 UK shows, and I think it's going to be 15 World Boxing Super Series cards. So that's like 47 cards as it stands at the moment. With I don't know if they'll get any other fights from abroad or whatever, or worldwide, but it's going to be like $2.50 for a card almost. It's almost a card every week. So to me, it seems like good value. I know people are saying, well, it's this for Showtime, it's this for this, it's this for ESPN, and I get it. I get where people are coming from, but I think what they're going to deliver for fight fans looks great, and I think it's a decent value, especially as the rumors were 20.
Great from the outside looking in, but you could give me numbers all you want. 16 shows. So now we got 30 something shows, but what are those fights? Who are they fighting? Like you said, right? You're supposed to be the advocate, and you're like, oh, Big Baby versus Arthur Spielka.
No. I was saying that in regards to him saying how.
I know what you were saying it too, but I'm saying I'm just trying to teach the world a lesson, because this is the issue that I have. In one sentence, we'll down Arthur Spielka when it serves our argument, but there's going to be plenty of people come Anthony Joshua versus Big Baby Miller saying that Big Baby defeated common opponent Arthur Spielka. You know what I mean?
No, I get you. And as far as like, I've seen a lot of, I remember when Hooker beat Flanagan, America was on Twitter waving the flag, and now he's signed to Dazn. It's like, Maurice Hooker. what a shit signing. It just amazes me how it all people jump ship and move away.
So though, you're on this show. You should have always known that Maurice Hooker was like, second tier.
Suspect. But one good thing about the zone, real quick, before we move on.
God, shaking his head, he doesn't believe that.
No, I'm just saying how it swings from, our guys come and won the bout. Yeah, Maurice Hooker, way to go. All chuffed and proud, and another champion, another bout, strap season, all that shit.
Rob,
and now
you remember when I on the show said, oh shit, Terence Crawford said that this guy would win. He was lying. He didn't know that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we never thought. I really ain't think Hooker was getting a decision. Forget it.
I thought he was gonna win, but I wasn't on the show. So.
I mean,
you thought he was gonna win?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna win because I went back and I looked at Flanagan's record and his opponents before the fight, and I'm just like, I don't see too many guys on here that's better than Maurice Hooker.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I can't say that because he won, but please, that shit was tight. That fight was tight.
I didn't think it was that tight. I thought it was like 7-5, 8-4 for Hooker.
7-5 is pretty tight.
Decisively, and I don't know. I mean, looking into, I really didn't think anything much of these two guys. I thought whoever was going to win this was going to go in the tournament, and sure enough, lose. So me and Rob talked about it. You guys did shows about how many people thought Maurice Hooker lost in his previous fights, but somehow got a gifted fight. So I mean,
that is true.
I really didn't think much of him, but I mean, That's it.
And one quick thing about the zone, real quick. The first month of the zone thing is free. And if you don't like it, you can cancel. Not a week, not 2 weeks, a 1 month free.
But that's standard though. That's like it's normal practice. Like it didn't.
Not with
ESPN was 7 days.
Showtime is too.
So they at least want to bring in them AJ numbers.
But it seems the US ain't interested. I've listened to the show you did. Like people are like, yeah, fuck that. I ain't interested in watching AJ and stuff like that.
We'll see what the numbers are. I'm sure they're not going to release it though, because Bob ain't released none of his ESPN numbers, right?
Yeah, secret numbers. But it's what it is. I hope you guys just want to watch some boxing, because all these boxing fans say I just love watching boxing, but I'm not paying to watch that. So
I'm gonna get it. I mean, I'm more just as a boxing fan, obviously, just like Bellator, but just talking on like the boxing side, I mean, I'm a big boxing fan. I do want to watch.
But Bellator is like second tier UFC, bro.
But they still have big stars though.
I don't even know about MMA, and I know that. That's what I'm saying. That's why this scares me. It's like if this is signing up second tier UFC, are they signing up second tier boxing? Because based on the signings.
But we already know it's not that case, because we have Anthony Joshua already there, and let's just say like in the future, because Eddie Hearn says that he claims that he has more fighters. It's just kind of like the start of it, that they're going to start to try to add on there, and this is just the beginning. Now, I'm not saying like I'm blown out of the way by like the roster, but I'm a big boxing fight fan, and some of these fights, I'm gonna want to watch, and you don't have to watch them every month, I mean, you can turn it on and off.
Yeah, I'm a boxing fan, bro. I'm right there with you. Like I said, man, we might have to split this amongst the hosts and shit, because it's like 3 devices.
My logins.
You know what I mean? And we all rock out. This is it's just sad. Like, I'm not blaming DAZN, ESPN, no one. I just don't understand, why can't they all create content for one
together? I don't get that either. But speaking of Eddie,
Showtime sending theirs, HBO, everybody, one app.
But speaking of Eddie Hearn and the brilliant promotion job that he does, he has a big heavyweight fight next weekend between Dillian Whyte and Joseph Parker, in which they had gloves are off this morning. Were you impressed by the gloves are off, or did you?
Mike's had enough of talking about the zone.
I'm been about 20 minutes on like one topic.
No, you're good. I like the way you move it on.
Look at the time. It's way. I didn't even notice the time. It's way.
I'm just trying to know what I'm saying. Help out, baby. That's all I'm trying to do.
That's fucking Rob. Rob was like, I didn't get on yesterday's show.
But Rob, how was the gloves are off for you though?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I liked it. Dillian done his usual.
He stole the show.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He knows how to try and rub people up the wrong way. Yeah, and Parker's just a little too chilled, a little laid back, and he's not the world's greatest shit talker.
Lame.
I think he would have taken it even better than Joshua if Big Baby called his mama out and called him a pussy.
Man, y'all gotta quit calling these quiet guys lame and soft and all that shit, man. Just because a guy's quiet and doesn't say anything and doesn't get demonstrative like Dillian Whyte or Wilder doesn't mean he's soft or he's scared or intimidated.
No, you're right, but it just doesn't interest me.
Free smoke, free smoke, hey, free smoke.
Quiet closed mouth don't get fed. You heard Big Baby.
Yeah.
Don't nobody even remember Joseph Parker.
That's their fault.
But yeah, he's just a little too quiet, and he didn't really ever have any kind of a comeback for Dillian. Dillian's just got that sort of dog in him and knows how to push buttons. But did he really push his buttons? He just didn't seem to. The coward comment, calling him a coward, letting his family.
That was brutal.
Letting his family down, off the back of the AJ performance, saying, that you were down on the cards and you never went for it, and you were just happy to go 12. That was your victory, going 12 with AJ. Yeah, I went out on my back. I took that gamble. I took the risk like a fighter. You've let down your, Samoan tribal, warrior spirit and all that. He went for him, but again, Dillian. Joseph just didn't seem to care.
That's the one thing that kind of stung me though.
I interpret that differently. I think he did care. he started fidgeting more and twitched more in that table, in that chair. And then he began to talk. And then he's like, yo, I'm a boxer, you know. I can box, and usually boxers beat, but there was no confidence because who the fuck says usually?
Usually, us boxers beat you heavy hitters or say, yeah. But what? But not this time or something? Yeah, he just can't do it. He can't do it.
Oh, then oh my God, Dillian is. I love Dillian now. Like I could imagine a gloves is off with someone more aggressive. He went at Park. He said, man, you got a 3-piece suit. Is that David Higgins suit?
Yeah. Yeah, he kept bringing him up. Where's Higgins? He normally talks for you. I was surprised there wasn't a chair there with Higgins sat there.
Oh man, he killed them. Poor Parker, bro. Poor Parker.
I want to say poor Parker.
He's good at it. He's good at it, and then you cleaned it all up, right? Just when you were ready to call him a dick, like, oh, this guy's been a dick to Parker, right? He just cleaned it right up, and he says what he fights for. And how is all the underprivileged inner city kids and back over. I'm like, oh, what a motherfucking PR stunt. This guy is amazing.
And for people in the UK, if you go on, I think it's still on demand on Sky. There's actually like the backstory, the Dillian Whyte sort of story. So you go and check that out if you want. But yeah, he sort of gave a little bit of background But you know that I think that was another thing that kind of pissed Parker off a little bit. He was kind of like, "Look, you don't know where I come from. You know, you don't know my, don't know my history." But it's just his delivery.
Try to make Parker seem like a silver spoon guy. You know?
Yeah. He's kind of like, I'm all street and had a rough life. You look at you from New Zealand. Yeah. It's like,
and Parker's like, "No, wait a minute. You don't know my Samoan background. That's facts. That's facts."
Yeah.
Like, oh, he hurt his feelings. Oh shit.
but yeah, as far as selling the fight, I don't think it did a great job in that respect because it was kind of all Dillian. There was no kind of real back and forth that made you go, oh shit, let's see who wins this one. You know, it's like Parker just doesn't deliver.
I think that's what it's about. You got one guy that took the role of the bully.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I see what you mean, but I kind of think because Parker didn't seem to really get real pissed off about it or didn't seem to bite back, it was almost like he was taking it as a joke, and Dillian was saying things for effect, hoping to, but he didn't really. I don't know. Dillian was trying to sell it, and Parker didn't.
I feel like sometimes we laugh when something is so shocking. You know what I mean? Like for instance, when I'm recording Big Baby chasing AJ, and he's like, "I'm gonna fuck you till you love it, faggot." I'm like, you can hear me on camera, like, oh shit. Like I laugh because it's like, holy shit, he really said that in front of all these people. Like I could see him saying that, but not in front of all those people. There was like a good amount of women there. Like again, I didn't even mention this. Dazn went above and beyond to hire Dazn actors to, in Spanish it's called animación. Like when you go to the resorts, they have those people that like keep you motivated. So it was like people dressed in Dazn boxing paraphernalia coming up to you like, hi, and you know, like just chit-chatting with you.
The fuck out of here, for real?
Would you like to get in the zone?
Wow.
Like the little videos that we made facing off, that was like male Dazn employees dressed in boxing paraphernalia helping people. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
That's nice, man.
But you say about Miller swearing in front of the women there. I like how AJ was like, man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Get off the stage. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about my language. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry about my language, but I definitely heard him say sorry.
He apologized to like this. I think there's a woman on the stage, and who was the guy that must have been real close, an American guy, and he was like, "Boys will be boys, some boys, huh?"
That was the guy that was recording.
That dude. Listen, man, this is such a this is such a like you know, like such a difficult topic because I want to go ham. I can't believe my man. He's like, Lisa, boys will be boys, right? And she doesn't hear him, and he's like, Lisa, boys will be boys, right? Oh my God. I'm like, shut the fuck up, yo. Like, don't ruin this.
I would have been down, man.
I'm like, what you doing right now, bruh? Yo, he's supposed to be Lisa. Oh, boys will be boys. Oh my God, this is good for selling tickets. Boys will be boys. I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck is going on here?
Anyway, let's get back on track. Sorry, I took it kind of back to Big Baby. But, you know,
All
boys will be
right,
boys.
Mungia. We're going out to Mungia. Pablo used to get beat up by Tony Harrison and everybody in the middleweight division or junior middleweight division. This is Jaime, no relation.
Whoa. How we gonna skip over my guy?
What guy?
Oh, the Espy. The Espy winner.
He won an Espy last night, fighter of the year. Put some respect on his name.
We going to the second topic. Like,
yeah, the thing is that we're jumping around. See, because Mike got his own 4, but I felt like how we're gonna talk about all gloves are off in Crawford and not the fights that are actually happening this week.
That's what we did last week, man. Come on, we did that shit with Rocky Fielding and.
Well, Rocky Fielding isn't fucking Usyk and Gassiev, and nor is it Jaime Munguia and Liam Smith.
Usyk and Gassiev are not being streamed in
Rocky
America.
Fielding was a one-way fight, meaning some UK people knew him and absolutely no one else knew him. And then
legend.
And then Zungi, no one knew who Zungi was, so whatever.
When I listened back to that show and you kept saying fucking Zungi, I was done.
All right, man. We can go ahead and go with Jaime, Munguia, and Lee.
On the real, Mike, we'll talk about Crawford, but that shit goes in the 5th topic box. That's like a headline, bro. Like, you on some Crawford, I love you shit. We already gonna talk about Crawford when we rip apart his resume.
Let's rip it apart, but okay, let's go to Jaime Munguia first then. Jaime Munguia versus Liam Beefy Smith this Saturday.
Yes, so it's gonna be on HBO, and you know we gotta at least let you know that now with all these networks and apps and different places to watch boxing. This one's on HBO, and thank God, because this is like the biggest boxing going on U.S. television. We got some Lamont Rhodes Jr. and a couple of other Golden Boy prospects. Soon to be turning contender, but not yet making that leap. Fighting tomorrow.
And also, we have a show box Friday night too.
Yes, Montana Love will be on there. I don't know if he's going to get TV time. He looks like he's the 3rd fight in an 8-rounder versus someone, Kenneth Smims Jr. maybe. So definitely look out for Montana Love. But that's about all I've seen. Who's on the main event of that?
Enos Jr. and I forget it.
Yeah. He's undefeated. Not Gerard. Is like something with a J. Enos Jr. He's from Philadelphia. He's the pedigree, definitely a lot of line of Ennises in Philly, but people are touting this one. You know, the brothers are always tough guys, but never world title challenge winners or champions.
And when they showed the brothers on that little 2-minute clip, they didn't look like they were boxing anymore. But the dad looked to be 63 years old. He looked to be in tremendous shape, showing his son with the pads and stuff. So I'm excited.
Maybe this Ennis isn't related to the other Ennises. That's weird. If you said they didn't look like boxers.
I mean, they were like they got bigger. Like they said that they were boxers underneath their name. But you can tell that they like a super middleweight shouldn't be about 200 pounds.
So I went and did what I normally don't do, bro. I went back and watched tape because I'm like, oh, Mike, he went. I think it was Mike. Somebody went back and watched tape of Jaime. I'm like, let me check out Jaime, man. There's actually a lot of YouTube shit on little Jaime out there. And
he was on Azteca a lot.
Yeah, he was on Azteca a lot, man. He ain't as big as people making him out to be, man. He's got a little, he's got a little Brandon Reels like frame. Like he's not Canelo, he's not Marquez. Like you don't see the definition in his muscles like that. He's more of a Fury, Rios body. Not to say that he can't lean out, But from the fights that I've seen, unless he's now getting that elite level training camp money and he's gonna look phenomenal this fight, maybe, I don't know.
You
But
know what
based
would
on
be
the last
phenomenal is some thumbs up.
Yeah, that would be phenomenal with all the people watching. Thumbs up. Just the fact that we're here live and YouTube lifted the ban. I mean, that you should be hitting a thumbs up for that. But what I noticed is, because it's hard for me to exclude opposition when gauging or assessing a fighter. But I was looking at what he does. He does get hit. So Liam is going to have some success because Liam's no bum and he can hang. But he might knock out Liam just as early, if not earlier, than Canelo because that's his signature punch, the left hook to the body, and he's whipping it. Like, I don't know if it's telegraphed because I don't have a trainer's eye, but holy shit, bro. He's putting all he got into it.
It's wide, but it's quick though. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. And a fighter like that style, he's got to come seek and destroy style. I just don't see Liam, I've never seen Liam with those type of boxing skills. You need to be on your toes to get away from this guy. And that didn't work for Ali, but that was punch resistance. But when you're on your toes, you're susceptible to that right hand. So, I mean, I'm obviously going Jaime. But it doesn't mean that it's
clear cut.
Yeah, because there's no pedigree there. His win is a welterweight that was already knocked out by a junior welterweight. So Liam could come and upset the apple cart for sure.
That's true. He can, but I'm a fan of Beefy, but I just don't think that he's going to be have the power to keep Jaime off of him. And Jaime made a very interesting point. He said if he was to unify, then he will want Jarrett Hurd because I think
I'll go for the guy coming off the injury too.
I was thinking more about style since Jarrett Hurd comes forward a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants Jarrett Hurd for that sauce. I'm telling you, I'm thinking it's like coming off the injury. Like, who just fought and was using that like as an excuse? That was Dillian Whyte, right? Said, "Oh, I had a shoulder injury." Then Joseph Parker said, "Yo, I had a shoulder injury." Then Andre Roy had a shoulder injury. Those things are serious. Those are serious injuries. So Jarrett Hurd, we don't even know if he's going to be the same fighter that could absorb as much punishment and then release knockout power. True. And with the layoff, actually, it's funny that you even bring him or that we're talking about him. I spoke to Ernesto, his trainer, today because I wanted to get on my bike and shit. I'm like, yo, is there anything out there? Like, we got anything cooking for tomorrow so I could take that dumbass 4-hour drive? But yeah, he said that, Hurd is just getting back in the gym and he's not really doing much of nothing because he's rehabbing. And then they got an amateur show Saturday, so to check with him next week. But I'm going to try and make the trip out there. But, like, if he ain't even really moving, all I could do is ask him about other people's fights. So I don't know if that's worth the fucking 8 hours that I'm going to be on the road.
I think he's going to take a tune-up from what I've heard. I was reading some articles that when he comes back, he's not going to get into any of the big fights. So that will be able to let us know.
Yeah, you got to test it out after surgery, right? You can't go straight into the big guns. But yeah,
so
this fight
for Jaime or Jaime, that's intelligent for him.
Now, what if Beefy wins? Rob, that's your cue, Rob. That's your cue, Rob.
Well, no, I was going to break it
because you know what happens when Beefy wins.
No, I don't. Tell me.
Hostage.
So Frank Warren will keep that belt and do a Liam Williams rematch.
Liam Williams trilogy.
Right, trilogy.
Beefy comes home. The homecoming. Then they offer Canelo to fight again. Like, yo, rematch in the UK.
You don't think Liam Smith, Cal Brook or something like that?
Woo! No, because
Eddie
that's
Herner.
Matchroom, DAZN, BT Sports, Bach Nation. Hell, that's a fuck fest right there.
I guarantee you, if
That's
Beefy
one
wins,
big ass orgy that got everything got to go right for it to happen.
Kell Brook will be on that WBO route if Beefy wins. I tell you that.
Kell Brook already says he wants to go that way. He's already stated that's.
Oh, okay, okay.
Or that's, I
I
think
know
that's
that
why I
the
read some
zone
articles.
people think them pockets is deep, so maybe it could happen. But I just don't see Frank Warren, who also just signed his BT Sports deal. What, a couple months ago? He had a big announcement about BT Sports, and all of a sudden he's gonna let his newly crowned champion go to a new platform where God knows how many people are gonna see him. See, that's my worry. Not to go back to that, but since we don't get numbers, now we don't know how many people are watching Crawford, and we're not gonna know how many people are watching anybody on these apps. But we're picking any undercards on this Liam Beefy fight that we should be mentioning.
Let me bring it up real quick.
It's like the Machado fight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Machado, yeah. He ain't fighting nobody. Oh, when is Jojo Diaz fighting? Isn't he? Is he on this card?
No. Jojo Diaz is on Facebook.
Oh, he's on Facebook. Okay.
Facebook. But I'm gonna go with Jaime Mungia as well. Just seeing the fact that Liam Smith was stopped by some body shots, or I think it was a left body shot to be specific. By Canelo.
Canelo left body shot though.
But I mean,
a clenbuterol Canelo left body shot.
Hey,
allegedly.
It could be, but based on the hype and all this stuff, and just seeing their styles, I don't really see, like you said, like Smith providing any type of excellent boxing, moving. I think he likes to move forward and gets in those tough fights, and it's just going to be more like a brawl, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think if Smith has a chance, he's going to have to try and somehow, make it kind of scrappy and dirty and break up Mungia's, tie up those heavy hands that he seems to have. But it'll be interesting, we'll see him at, fighting a guy his actual weight. But I don't, as much as I want to wave the flag, I can't see Smith coming away with this because. Yeah, if Mungia goes headhunting, I think Liam Smith can take some punishment in that area, but the body shots are, where he's been punished before. So, but good luck to Liam Smith, obviously from the UK. But fingers crossed on that one, but I can't see it.
So I got that info for you guys. It's Jaron Ennis, and he's going to be taking on Armando Alvarez.
What's his record?
It's a 10-round main event tomorrow on Showbox, The Next Generation, live on Showtime at 10 p.m. Rob, so you don't get this. So you need a DAZN UK version for this now, right?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of the...
So I wonder would DAZN... Oh, no, because DAZN doesn't offer to the UK, right? They're not... That's not...
We'll get whatever US cards are shown on DAZN, we'll get on Sky.
I thought Showbox is normally on Box Nation.
Well, I don't think they do Box Nation. I think Box Nation only takes the big fights, right? But
yeah, we get a little bit of undercard and then the main event, but that's quite often like HBO fights and top rank fights. I'm not sure about Showbox stuff.
I think Showbox is specific to Showtime, hence the name. So I don't know if it's going to go outside of it.
Gotcha. Okay, well, in other news, we have Usyk.
Hold on, because we did see Thomas Matisse not too long ago. He's on the undercard of the Showbox. We seen him on Showtime before. He's back 12-0, 10 knockouts. He's going to be taking on another undefeated prospect as well. I have no clue who this dude is. Zohora Hamanzarian. Let's see if Jeffrey thinks I'm right. I'm probably not. Pronunciation skills are in the basement.
Zora Hamazarian.
So that is the co-feature. And then we have in the opening bout of the telecast, so it will be on television, and I'm glad that I'm giving you this information because I want us to continue to watch this prospect on the rise up together. Remember, he had the big back and forth with Gervonta Davis. He gave him the work in camp down at Cunningham's in Florida. Was kicked out. Davis leaked sparring. Montana leaked sparring. There was back and forth on social media. He went on Showbox and defeated an undefeated prospect that he stepped in with a week's notice This guy was training. Tsunami Sam was training for Ray Robinson, I believe, and this guy just stepped in, moved up in weight and stepped in. So a la Terence Crawford when he fought Prescott on HBO, kind of just not on that level. Montana Love is going to be in an 8-rounder. It's a super lightweight fight. He's weighing in at 140 pounds. Kenneth Sims Jr. came in at 139 and 1 quota.
Okay, now I know who Montana Love is.
Hold on.
I'm saying I know who he is now with the Javante sparring beef or whatever.
Yeah. So on the non-televised fights, we got Zilly. I always call him Zilly Zhang, but it's not. That's his nickname. So I'm gonna have Jeffrey pronounce his real name.
Zhang
Zhai weighing in at 265, but this is Zilly Zhang Bang is his nickname. He's a southpaw heavyweight. He's moving. He signed still to The Rock. Hopefully Eddie could get this motherfucker, to be real, because Eddie is doing business with Duduva, who is the CEO of the Rock Nation, and he's already got Maurice Hooker, who is with Rock Nation. Zilly Zhang Bang could be something. He's Chinese. He's probably 7 feet. He's solid as a rock. I've been in the gym with him all the time. He was training, well, not training in my gym, but getting sparring in my gym at Glenn Tapia's gym in Patterson for quite some time. Then I fucking hooked him up with Wilder. I was so excited they were going to use him for the Luis Ortiz fight, and Luis Ortiz dirty ass pop. So by the time that fight happened, they didn't even Zilly Zhang was like in another country back in China or some shit, so they couldn't use him. So I never got to see him spar Wilder, but I got to see him spar plenty of other people, especially Adam Wanaki. Okay.
What's Zilly Zhang record or whatever?
Damn, you ain't do that shit yet.
I
know it's hard to spell. I know it's hard.
I can't spell that shit.
I know it's hard to spell. I'm gonna spell it for you guys out loud. Zhang. So it's like hang with a Z in front of it. Zhang. Zihiali, which is Zhilei. So on BoxRec, he is listed as 6'6", number 2 in China, 43 in the world, 18-0, 14 KOs, southpaw. Residence is Las Vegas, but that's got to be bullshit because he was in the New York area, unless he switched and we don't know. Unless he left his trainer. He was with like a Spanish trainer. Unless he left him. This just says Las Vegas, you know, who fucking knows? Maybe someone seen the talent and was like, you know what? Let's get this dude. We got to, because you know what? He fights kind of in a straight line, but the man, his reach, all that shit is good money. So also, Damani Rock, 264.4, also a heavyweight. And I'm just letting you know about these heavyweights, obviously, because the division continues to boom. And there's been rumor, check this shit out, that third World Boxing Super Series could be a heavyweight tournament of all these kind of top
B to C level people.
10 through 20 heavyweights to produce people. Kind
Who'd have thought of that?
Huh?
Who would have thought of that idea?
What do you mean, who would have thought of that?
I guess Carl Sutherland.
No, don't you remember?
There was an article on it that I read.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You don't you remember doing that, saying they should do a heavyweight?
Oh man, I say so much shit I can't take credit for half of it because I forget. You know, I'm a Gemini. I shit out.
You normally say, "See, Rob, they're listening to the show. They're listening.
They're listening, Rob." I shit out great ideas, baby. No, you know what? They're fucking listening. I got an exciting email that we'll share with I guess our next Untitled, and I'll let you guys in on it later, obviously. But yeah, in the mix of all that. You know, see, when one door closes, another one opens. You know, they took the live stream away for like 8 hours, and somebody was like, "Yo, what's goody?" But anyway, moving on. You wanted to bring something up, Mike?
Well, I would just go ahead and go into the Usyk versus Gassiev, maybe the first undisputed cruiserweight title since Evander and since David Hay, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know history like that, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
well.
Come on, Ron.
Ron.
The IQ's not there anymore.
Holyfield was the man. He took all the belts and then moved up in weight.
What about Hay? People sometimes I see people always throw Hay in there, and
you know what? I think Hay may have gotten all the belts.
okay, I think he may have.
I think Hay did get all the cruiserweight belts when he beat Macronelli.
So this will be the first since Hay, Usyk, and Gassiev. I mean, I'm very excited about the fight because the quarterfinal, I mean the semifinal, had some of the best rounds last year in boxing, period. And I believe that the final will be just as good with Gassiev. He's my favorite, so you guys can put me down right now for Gassiev. Do me wherever you at, if you're listening. Put me down for
is sick in bed.
Put me down for Gassiev. So and Usyk, I mean, I think he got hit a lot last time, so that's why I'm kind of down on him. And I think Gassiev has the power to do it, and he trains in Big Bear with Triple G, so I'm down.
Yeah, I'm on board with you, man.
Everybody with this, he trains with Triple G shit. Everybody that trains with Triple G ain't Triple G.
Yeah,
not saying he is.
He's bigger than Triple G.
Yo, I had a little prospect I was high on, bro. His name was Joel Diaz Jr. He's probably got one loss right now. He's from California, probably your neck of the woods, right, Ron? Or maybe not that far off, but he's definitely in Cali. Somebody check his resume, see if he still got one loss or not. He was signed to 360 Boxing Promotions. Then even Tom Lawford tried to get him. He was even trained by Abel Sanchez.
His current record is 23-1 with 1 KO loss.
When's the last time he fought?
Was the guy who fought Regis?
Yeah, Regis Prograde on 6/9 2017.
He ain't fought since then.
Nope, TKO loss. He knocked his ass out. Shout out to my boy Regis, baby. Shout out to Regis, baby.
Yeah, but he was, listen, this kid was supposed to be Verdejo's nightmare at 35. He fought Regis at 40. He moved up 5 pounds, an entire division without winning a title because he wasn't an A-side. When Crawford was at 30, he stood there till he got a title, then 35, 40, or was it 35, then 40?
35, then 40.
So it wasn't 30, 35?
No, it wasn't 30, 35.
All right, well, Broner did 30, 35, right? But people, however they do it, whatever they do it, you know what I mean? The point is that he didn't even get that opportunity, you know what I mean? But he would have gave Verdejo all types of hell, especially now in retrospect, we see Verdejo ain't amounts of shit. But that was a little rivalry that they could have had, Mexican versus Puerto Rican.
So real quick, how do you feel about him in Telefimo?
What? What do you mean?
I'm saying if they were to fight.
Oh, nah, man. I mean, based off the Regis fight, he can't. Yo, you got to go watch that guy Rob fight. I don't want to say that he can't handle that pressure because, bro, he gave hell to Guy Rob. He got off the canvas and scored a knockout win, but he needs that A-side treatment, man. He needs to go back with Abel and get that A-side treatment. Like he left Abel, or Abel released him, you know, and then he was with Gisana John Pascal for a while. It was just like he had a rough career, bro. He had a rough career.
The only reason I brought up Telefimo, I'm just trying to gauge how good you think he is.
Well, again, before all of the issues in his career, when he was still with Abel and we were fucking interviewing him regularly on the show, I thought he could be everything. Like I said, I was picking him back then to be Verdejo. But yeah, man, I mean, when you leave a good camp, it's tough, man. It's like I can't put money on Doomsday unless I'm training him. You feel me? Like, so I don't know, man. He's with Pascal. Like Pascal's about to have a fight. Nobody even knows.
I think it's what a MMA fighter.
There you go.
And to bring it back full circle,
about to have fights that we just like hush on. Kovalev fighting in a couple days. We just like no one even cares.
Yeah, you said Joel Diaz was fighting. Well, he was training in Big Bear. You said
he was training in Big Bear with Gennady. He got plenty of pictures and videos that like that. That's what I'm saying. That was the whole point of me bringing him up. Is that yeah, Ron, you do need to turn your volume up. the whole point of me bringing him up is that it's like it doesn't matter that you're there with Gennady. It's not gonna make you better. Even though people say that, it's like, yo, iron sharpens iron. Oh, I'm training with Gennady, so it motivates me. Yeah, but you got to put the work in. So all I'm saying is just because Ron all of a sudden gets accepted into Summit, he ain't gonna be the next fucking lightweight.
So Ness, you are the lone wolf who said you thought Usyk will win. Why do you think that?
Because he's the fucking
boxes.
truth. He is the truth.
Man,
It's
we
so
seen
funny
this guy
that you
get
even
hit,
say
though.
that. It's so funny that you even say that, bro, because again, I did something I don't normally do, and I went and did some research on Usyk, man, and not the fights because I've watched all of them, but background, bro, and understood the hair. It's like a cultural thing, you know. Got to know more about the relationship between Antonoli and Antonoli Lomachenko and himself, you know, the trainer and father of Vasil is his trainer, and how long they've been together. Just the story that he decided to stay in the Ukraine where everybody else came to the US. I wonder now that Lomachenko relocated, did he relocate as well, or is he still in the Ukraine and only comes for the fight? Because the documentary I watched probably is old. The shit had like over 1 million hits. So
Wow. So Rob and Ron, I mean, you guys pick Gassiev with me. Let me know y'all thoughts and y'all opinions about it.
I just think Usyk got hit too much, and as long as he doesn't play into that game, I do think it could be like a 50-50 fight. It just depends on how he handles Gassiev's power, and he doesn't get into a brawl. Like if he can stay in the back foot and box and like be really disciplined and just really just turn it into a very smart tactical fight, which I think he can, then yeah, easy. He's gonna win by unanimous decision. But if he gets caught up on the ropes and he doesn't move in the right directions, he's gonna get hit with something crazy. Because from what I've seen, like Gassiev hits people with these crazy shots that I don't even think they even see coming. So he needs to definitely be tight on his defense. He needs to move, and it's pretty much, I think it's just gonna be about nutrition. Like who's gonna tire out first? I mean, I think it's going to be one of those fights where I think if Usyk just does not box successfully, he's gonna get KO'd. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just not on the Usyk hype train, to be honest. I guess he's a lot better than most, but to me, he nearly lost to Breedis in one of the rounds. I can't remember which round it was in the World Boxing Super Series, but I just not that greatly impressed with him. I don't think he's got great power for a guy of his size, and I think Gassiev at some point will get to him and hit him real hard and fight. I don't know if he can keep him off him for 12 rounds. If he can, then maybe I've got to look again at this super skilled boxer, but I don't think he can keep him off him on the back foot for 12 rounds.
And
I think go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna just say, like, if Usyk beats Gassiev like decisively, I'm never gonna question him. Like that's just how it is. He had one bad fight, and that's just what it was. If he just demolishes and just turns into,
can't question him because this is like Ward, Kovalev. This is the two top at their prime. No one's old and fading. Both.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if he beats this guy like the way like he like as a boxer and he moves, like you can't question him. It's like, all right, I was wrong and I'll never doubt him. That's just how I feel. But right now, I'm just going to just go based off like his last performance. That's just how I feel. I'm just trying to do an eye test. But he does get all the credit. If he beats him and he beats him decisively, like I said, never gonna doubt him. Period.
I can share that same feeling, Ron. That exact same feeling. And do we know the purses of the final? Isn't it like $5 million a piece or something like that?
I'm not sure. I think I've read certain things. I've read different things, and it came out a little bit. I heard that throughout the tournament, guys were getting win bonuses as well on top, and I think there's been some good money going around in this. But yeah, I've heard it's decent money for especially cruiserweights. They're not really.
I'm just sad it's all the way. I do want to say that they have it on Clout TV. Clout TV. It's a legitimate service.
I was finna say, is that Takashi's new TV service?
Clout with a K. The military user, they sent me a press release. You know what I mean? How do you guys get to watch it, Rob?
Pay-per-view.
Oh shit.
ITV pay-per-view.
Damn, you gotta pay for that shit?
I think like $9.99, something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys just say $9.99 and $5.99 is nothing. Like that shit adds up to $599.
I'm hitting brew up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Bro. Damn, where's that press release at?
While you wait for the press release, with the undercard of the World Boxing Super Series, we have the undisputed welterweight women's champion fighting Cecilia Braekhus, and she's fighting. Well, I didn't write it down.
Super long last name. I can't.
Yeah.
Read she's like
no wonder you paused.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Girl,
woman.
In Sagaya Takashovayakaya. Yeah.
But one thing for sure, she has to have a better performance than she had on the Triple G's undercard.
Yeah, she wasn't that impressive, right?
No, she got hit a lot, and her face was kind of bruised. And I hate to see a face that good looking get bruised like that.
I mean, she fought a girl that was bigger than her though, too. I believe, and she openly admitted that was going to be her toughest fight.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. She was bigger than her, and she got knocked down for the first time too.
Just seeing on the undercard is Fedor Chudinov.
I don't know anyone else on that.
Oh, they got a stacked undercard. I mean, it is stacked.
Breedis is back on there.
So I found it. It's Cloud, KLOWD TV.
Okay.
But there's no
live and exclusively Usyk versus Gassiev Saturday in the United States, 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Man,
I believe I saw this
the fucking ball. HBO dropping the fucking ball with this shit, man.
I believe I saw this, Nez, and I think I saw a little tiny disclaimer saying there are no free trials for the fight.
No free trials. They said the free trials won't work for this. I seen that.
So I don't know what that means exactly. Whether there's a small well, all right, yeah. Get your credit card out.
Free trial and watch this pay-per-view. You got to get on for the $10.
Yeah.
So I will be sharing a link with everybody in the group chat. So
actually, there is some people on this card. I'm looking at it now.
Which card? The Usyk?
Yeah,
that motherfucker is stacked, bro. I told you.
You know, I was thinking about the Golden Boy card.
Usyk.
That's tomorrow. Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Hopefully, this World Boxing Super Series takes off, man. And we can get this more regularly. It will cultivate not only champions but contenders. Many of them, because losers, they become someone. Brandon Adams is back in one of these tournaments. I don't know if it's the Buxino or the fucking Real Deal Evander Holyfield WBC tournament where Felix Diaz lost to Francisco Santana. Shout out to Terence Crawford.
Is your boy Rob Brandt getting back in the mix? I think I saw something.
Yeah. He's got a fight, right? You can check it out.
I was gonna say Rob Brandt got that 1.5 and he ain't showing back up yet.
Nah. He back.
Is he still being trained by Derrick James?
Yes. He better not blame it on him.
Is he moving back down to 160?
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yo, they had to go up there for the money. The money was right, like we just said.
Absolutely. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all.
He already had another fight.
I think everybody was getting over 1.5 and shit for the fights.
Yeah, he already had another fight.
Oh, he won it?
In March, yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
How did he win? Scheduled on BoxRec. KO.
Oh, good. Got his confidence back up.
Yeah. I mean, the opponent was.
So can we go ahead and give the people what they want, man?
What do they want?
Ness started this shit early this morning. He started this shit early this morning.
So what they want? Flip.
He started, Flip.
Started
this shit with this fucking IG post, man. Come on, bro. My man ain't had his award 12 hours yet, and you gonna put that shit on IG, man.
Yo, bro, what you talking about, bro?
Who's got the better record?
Who's got the record?
Errol Spence Jr. or Terence
No,
Crawford?
fuck. Hold on. Give my man his props first. Last night.
Oh, he won an award from his promoter. Well done.
Jesus.
No. When Carl Frampton won his damn award, y'all was shouting from goddamn.
I didn't even know he won it.
It's a good award.
Who's Carl Frampton?
Oh, damn.
What's an Espy?
Yeah, right. What the fuck is an Espy? Who gives them out?
ESPN gave out Espy to Terence Crawford last night for the fight of the year. He was up against Lomachenko and some other fighters. I don't know.
Yo, give me the list first, man.
It was
from other networks or no?
It was Rose Namajunas. So they had UFC fighters on it. They had
Doug Rose.
They had
Bud Rose.
Doug Rose. Ayo. We won't turn this into like an MMA show, but there was pretty good UFC fighters on there. And then they had Lomachenko and they had Crawford. Did they have another boxer on there? Nope, that's it. All right, so
that's only his brother, right?
How you get nominated though? How you get nominated?
You fight on that network.
ESPN because you fight on ESPN?
No. Because Floyd won it many times and Manny Pacquiao won it.
I know.
Okay, well, you can't get me excited like that, man.
Man, that's not what he's doing.
I know what he's doing.
How you get nominated though?
Off your record from the past year, what you achieved that past year, and last year Crawford became undisputed.
2017.
Yes, the undisputed junior welterweight champion of the world at 140. All the belts. Ain't been done in like 10 years since Bernard Hopkins. My bad, since Jermaine Taylor, a guy from Little Rock, 501 baby, all day.
I thought.
I
thought Zab Judah did.
No. Well, technically, Jermaine got it for beating Bernard after he got all the belts. That's
same thing.
I mean, it's not. He didn't unify them all together. I mean, he just
But he took
them. Yeah,
he took him off a guy who been to jail all his life. He took him from Bernard Hopkins. Dude, don't you ever disrespect Jermaine Taylor like that again.
Oh, we can do that.
501 stand up.
Oh man, we'll tear that resume apart too. But Jermaine's good, man. Shout out to him. But overall, I mean, there was a big debate between Lomachenko and Crawford. I felt like a lot of people thought maybe Lomachenko was going to win based on the fact of, he was on the ESPN. They thought that he got more attention, seeing the fact that many people said the machine was pushing Lomachenko, and surprisingly, Crawford won. And I thought that Crawford should have won, but that's probably the big thing that I think most people probably assumed that Lomachenko was going to win.
So,
for him to edge out Loma, he did well. So, congratulations to him for sure.
When you got up this morning, what was your thought when you made that post? Let me know. What was Ness thinking about? What was going through your brain when you made that post about Terence Crawford and Errol Spence? For everybody who hasn't seen it, check our IG on the Boxing Voice.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it was a legitimate question.
So should we get into hey, Civil War chat?
Pause.
I just think it was a legitimate question. It's like, yo, because like everybody's expecting this dude to do all these things based off what he's done in those lower divisions. But then if you're like, all right, so then let's just put Errol Spence to fight all those guys in a simulation and we're all going to pick Earl. So it's like, you know what I mean?
But you can't do that though, because Earl started at 147. Crawford started at 135.
I hear you, but that's not anyone's fault. Pacquiao started at 108. You know what I mean? Like, that's no one's fault. It's where you end up. And Crawford, while he did what he did at 140 and all them other divisions, it's like, you don't know what he's gonna look like versus Kell Brook. You know what I mean? So there is no fear Earl versus Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what that looks like. It's like,
but again,
power pellet. You're
taking a 147 and you put him against a 135er.
Bruh.
Earl has never fought below 147. So
right,
but
he will
beat everybody.
I don't understand why you getting mad when this was done. This was done to Mayweather and Pacquiao. They weren't in the same division until they were, and their resumes will always be compared. Like, don't be mad. Don't be mad that you ain't got no resume to stand on.
But at least Floyd and Manny got like similar divisions: 130, 135, 140, 147.
So let me help the chat. Let me help the chat.
Terence and Errol has 147. That's it.
You mad?
So check it out. So the chat,
baby.
What these two guys have pretty much did is they took Errol Spence's resume and Terence Crawford's resume and sized them up and said, who has the better resume? Simple as that. So the chat can get in and pretty much throw in their thoughts.
Yo,
hashtag Crawford, hashtag
he's got 349 comments on our Instagram posts. All right. So just know that this is a serious topic, bro. You got to stop hating. People want to know.
I'm not hating. I just think it's odd. We had all this time to do it, but as soon as my guy wins an award,
I mean, why you think everything is a conspiracy theory, Eddie Hearn?
Hey, I'm just putting the damn pieces together. I don't believe in coincidences.
I want to read some of these comments. Let me see. I'm trying to load them all up.
They kind of like 60-40 for Spence, but Crawford's been getting his love too. And the only reason people think Spence would beat him because Spence is a naturally bigger opponent. If we're going down skill for skill, I don't think it's close.
Yeah.
I agree.
Lucky I ain't got my Justin Timberlake sound, but I'd have played it right now. Like, cry me a river. You sound real hurt.
And I'll start pouring out, goddamn it. Fuck it. I have a motherfucking whole Mississippi River in this bitch.
You sound real hurt. They comparing Crawford and Earl's resume.
I'm not hurt. I just don't think it's fair. If we can look at 147,
let me just zoom. Let me just.
Crawford just beat somebody that beat a legend. Even though I thought that legend won, but Crawford beat somebody that just beat a legend, Jeff Horn. How many legend killers does Earl Smith have?
Let's not do that. Let's not do that because I'm gonna say this right now. I didn't think Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao. It wasn't the prettiest Pacquiao fight, but I'm not gonna sit here and say
that's what I just said. Those were my exact words.
Oh,
I don't think Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao, but since he has one, Crawford has beat Jeff Horn who beat Pacquiao.
But we all knew Jeff Horn was gonna get demolished though. Like we all knew that.
It was plenty of writers out there saying, "Oh, Horn's too big for me." Horn's too big for them.
But that's writers though. Like you can even see like it was set up for Crawford.
Here's some comments. Who has the better resume? Spence. That's 3 people. Next one, Spence. Kel better than anybody but has beaten. Though at 135, Gamboa was big. It was a big win as well. That's Crawford's best win till date. Someone else said, tough call. Someone else says Spence. Someone said Thurman. Shout out to Thurman. One time. What else? They said Spence, hands down. Whoever says Crawford obviously doesn't know shit about boxing. Someone said Crawford. Someone said like Mike. Let me put this on real quick.
There we go. Somebody's finally smart in there. Look at that smart person. What's his name?
They said not a fair comparison because the 140-pound division has way better fighters. Well, there you go. That's actually your answer. The 140 has better fighters. That means Spence is fighting the better fighters. Crawford, more champions, more divisions, more top contenders. Woo! That's actually a good line right there. Except
Crawford for sure.
Except when we zoom in, look what it says right there.
I can't zoom in, bro. I can't see all that, bro. It's too zoomy.
Nah.
My eyes don't work like that, bro. I got
it says Thomas Delorme.
I got glasses, man. I don't know.
Thomas Delorme. Ron don't even know who that dude is.
Chill, man.
I didn't pass this.
All right. Everybody. Ron, you know who was Thomas Delorme signed to when he first stepped on the scene?
But I know he is.
All right, I'm gonna make it easier for you. Who was the first person to beat Thomas Delorme without using box right? Ha! Look at that. Telling you. So that means that Thomas Delorme will
Hank Lundy.
No, it's not Hank Lundy.
It's not Hank Lundy.
It's fucking Carlos Abregu. And the first guy, him, Timothy Bradley. Yeah. So all I'm saying is 10 years from now, nobody will remember Thomas.
Who the fuck is fucking Leonard Bundu? Who the fuck is that guy?
You know why I remember Thomas Delorme? Because he's a fucking
Bundu. You know Bundu.
He's a trader, you know. He's Dominican by blood like myself, 100%.
What the hell is Chris Van Heerden? Philo Del Greco? Is that the fucking Geico a commercial? Samuel Vargas?
Trying to ridicule names.
Francisco Greco? I don't know none of them motherfuckers, bro.
Yo, does Undango beat LaGreco?
I would say so.
Yeah, fucking right. Yeah,
man. And Dongo went to motherfucking Russia and knocked out Trump champion first round. Then he went to motherfucking Scotland.
Bowski. Who the fuck was that? Count Dracula?
And he boxed the shit out of Ricky Burns and took his title.
Oh my
God. Don't.
Hey, you know what? Hold on.
Dongo.
Hold on. But Philip Greco did fight like Amir Khan, Sean Porter. You
and Earl Spence, but he fought Earl off a 7-day notice though. 1 week. I was at that fight in Vegas. That was the Broner Porter undercard.
Oh, so y'all big on Phil or something?
I mean, and then think about
LaGreco has at least lost to legitimate fighters, unlike Undango. We don't know him.
He lost to Prograis and he lost to Bud Crawford. Only two.
He got ran through by Crawford and ran through by Prograis.
That's what happened when you come in the ring against top.
Durability is starting to look shot. No, because Felix Diaz also got ran through by a C-tier dude.
Hold on. No, to be fair though, I really thought after Felix Diaz lost that he was going to just be terrible after that.
Man, he played with Crawford. He played with Felix Diaz.
I honestly believe that psychologically
not.
didn't matter.
Yo, you can say all you want that Crawford took everything out of an Olympic golds medalist first win. You're trying to tell me that he took
Felix Diaz lost before that, but it was close. But
yeah, how many fighters got two gold medalists on their record? How many fighters got two gold medalists on their record? Come
on, Mike. If you're gonna do this show, you got to know that when you got the machine behind you, you can have anything. I could turn around and say how many fighters got a title shot after their second fight.
I don't know. Not right now.
But if you sign a top rank, shit like that is happening. When you sign with a machine, shit like that can happen.
And if you're fighting on the Manny Pacquiao undercard,
how many fighters, motherfucking pay $5.6 million for an IBF title? Not many. But it was a smart investment for AJ and Matchroom, wasn't it? So you can't say anything like that because if your pockets is heavy, you could do what you want.
These guys didn't have to take the fight though, Ness. They took the fight.
Man, because motherfucking Bob sent in the right money because he building them. Look, all of a sudden he got an Espy.
All of a sudden he won one in 2013 too. What you talking about?
Yeah, they building him, bro. Remember, he only did 50,000. Now he getting Espys. Now he on ESPN.
All right,
that was a long time ago, man. We seen people fail with their
50,000 wasn't a long time ago. Look at the resume, homie. It was right there.
All right, so
it was like a year and a half ago, maybe.
So it was 2015. It was like when he fought Victor Poster, right?
It was 16.
So almost 3 years ago.
So quick question. It's like an old school kind of boxing.
Yo, what type of math is fucking Mike doing?
I said almost.
No.
Almost. 2016 to 2019 is 3 years.
Homie, pump your brakes. It's 2 years ago, okay? Because it says July 23rd, 2016. We are in July 19th. So technically, it is not even 2 years.
You can push your narrative. I'm going to push mine.
Except my facts. These dates are real.
Yo, chill. All right, listen. I like both of the fighters. I just have a quick question. Nuts, did you ever grow up watching Donald Curry? Do you know Donald Curry? Oh, come on, man. You cannot tell me you do not know Michael Nunn or Donald Curry.
I've heard.
Are you serious? You do not know who Donald Curry and Michael Nunn?
I've heard of Troy King talking about Donald Curry.
All right.
For real.
Dude, right, listen. I do not do history.
It's not even history. You didn't watch any fights in like the 70s or 80s, bro?
No history.
Oh my God. So long story short, Donald Curry was a welterweight light middleweight, and he moved up to middleweight. So pretty much he was the small guy, and Michael Nunn was the big guy. And these two guys were pretty much like just like this scenario. And Michael Nunn ended up beating Donald Curry. And a lot of people say like the smaller guy tends to lose to the bigger guy if they're equal in status. So this reminds me of Donald Curry and Michael Nunn. Like, if you guys don't know who these two guys out there, you know, do a little history, look these two guys up. It's very reminiscent of Terence Crawford and Errol Spence.
And no disrespect to Errol Spence, I do not think they are equal in skills.
See, I just never go back. See, I know people are nostalgic. I never go back and waste my time with history and his what.
But history repeats itself, though. That's the whole thing. You study history, and it just comes in circle over and over and over.
Ron, it does, but we don't know the intangibles. And being so close to this business, what do we know? We know if you got an Eddie Hearn, you can get things done. If you got a if you got a Bob Rank, if you got a Bob Arum, you can get shit done. If you got an Oscar De La Hoya, you can get it done. If you're
I'm so mad at this chat. They do the disrespect to Donald Curry. Oh my God.
You know, it might not be so successful. You know, look at Evander Holyfield. How many fights have you heard about, Rob, from Evander Holyfield's promotion?
Sorry, I zoned out on this.
Exactly. No, that's the point, though. Like, how many fights have you heard about Evander Holyfield's promotion? How many have you seen?
But it's not even a fact of like not knowing and stuff like that. It's just the fact that these are history things that you can go back and make future predictions, and that's pretty much what I'm saying.
Yo, everything is situational. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, someone can say, look, we just read a comment that they said Gamboa is Crawford's biggest win. But if you are not involved in the sport, you don't know that man's best fucking division was at 126.
Which is perfectly fine. That's why we're here to educate. That's why I'm throwing thhrowing these little gems out. Throw out Donald Curry, Michael Nunn.
My thing is, why would I go back and watch Michael Nunn, Donald Curry, or any fucking old timers when I won't know those intangibles?
So Jeff Horn is not a better win than Gamboa?
See, 10 years from now, someone won't even know that Jeff Horn didn't deserve that win. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would I go back? I only need to live in it right now.
Because it's the era YouTube, man. This is the boxing voice, man. I'm speaking from the old school and the new school. So, you know, I got to throw some of my IQ.
Too many intangibles, man. I'm telling you, some of those guys could have got wins that they didn't deserve, and we'll never know because we weren't involved. That's just how I feel.
Speaking of new school.
Final conclusion on the Bud Crawford and Errol Spence thing. I think Bud Crawford gets a raw deal sometimes with fans because of his personality, and sometimes fans tend to not like him, and this may spill over to their predictions and stuff. But in my opinion, the guy is pound for pound the best fighter in the world, and I'm excited to see him every time he fights.
Yo, that's a cheap excuse that you're trying to use, Mike, because
they are equally boring.
Exactly. This is a perfect comparison. They both have the same fucking attitude. They both only talk shit in the ring. They both only make faces in the ring. They don't even talk at press conferences. If anything, Crawford gives you a little bit more, because I was at the Hank Lundy press conference. Hank Lundy said some shit about his girl. It was on and popping. Okay.
Yeah, but I never said Errol Spence didn't get a raw deal either. I'm saying for the person that I'm going for, you know that I think that Crawford would beat Errol Spence, and I pick Spence over everybody else besides Crawford. But in my opinion, just like the AJ and Wilder, I pick Wilder over AJ, but AJ over everybody else. So at the end of the day,
over the top right now. He said Crawford losing Crawford beating Errol. He said,
I believe so.
You far gone, man.
Okay, well, the good thing about boxing is we probably gonna get to see it.
No, that's true. It's just gonna be like 100 years from now, because your boy Bob gonna keep your boy Crawford away because he knows what I know. He's gonna do the same thing Eddie's been doing. Why do you think he's already saying it's got to be on pay-per-view? He's planting seeds, the same seeds Eddie plants. Why you think his secondary line was, I'm not even thinking about that fight until we know and my team tells me it can do at least 500. When they say it could at least do 500, that's when we'll begin talking. That's not like a man scared like a motherfucker.
I don't think he's scared. It's just good business. At the end of the day, you got to do what's best for your fighter, just like Eddie's doing. We both said that we could appreciate that, right or wrong.
What's best for your fighter? What's best? You see how quickly you take a fan away from his fighter and all the real truth come out. So you saying the protection plan is what's best?
I'm not saying that it is a protection plan. I'm saying they're building the fight. I don't think that Crawford's scared of Spence or vice versa, just like AJ and Wilder. I don't think they're scared of anybody. You just got to build a fight to where you can maximize the money.
I never mentioned fighters. I'm mentioning promoters because promoters are the ones that want to maximize, and promoters are the ones that get in the ear of the fighter. If the fighter allows himself to be enticed by the money, which is okay, I'm a broke man, so you offer me a lot of money. Who knows? I'm just saying, though, you the one doing interviews talking this legacy shit. So don't be fighting all these nondescripts. What are these names they mentioning for your boy?
Well, the good thing he's at 140. They're mentioning Amir Khan.
All I'm saying is
Pacquiao.
He's already failing in the resume department. If he keeps adding names like David Benavidez Jr.'s little brother, shit's gonna be crazy. Shit's gonna be crazy.
It might
Speaking of crazy, let's talk Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia.
Another beef. You know, at first I was super excited, but then Ellie Setback did a video. Was it Ellie Setback? Somebody did a video, and it was like, Oscar, what do you think about Ryan versus Gervonta? And Oscar didn't say, oh, that's a good fight. We're going to build up tonight. He was like, nah, no way.
He's not ready.
He's not ready. And it's like, damn. Like, all right, so that's it. It's over.
But to be clear, that was at the Ryan Garcia fight. That was like a couple months ago. So it wasn't like recently when he said that.
Still, man, listen, Ryan is just like any other fighter that we've been talking about. When you're a franchise, you ain't getting in there tough yet. Oscar gains nothing with putting Ryan in there with Gervonta right now, who's already gotten the experience of fighting not only overseas in London, but also being a champion. Experience means something, man.
I mean, to be honest, they weren't talking about fighting like an actual fight. They were talking about sparring, dog house rules, all rounds go.
I know that. I'm just addressing the whole actual fight thing towards Oscar's comment. But yeah, when we're talking about the DM and the back and forth, I mean, it's going to be exciting. I wonder if they're going to record it. I hope they record it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they're going to record it.
My favorite part, I don't know if it was a pop at Gervonta with Ryan with the slightly bigger following, because he said something about look at you clout chasing or something like that. And I was looking up the numbers, and Ryan's actually crossed into 1 million followers, and Gervonta's 951K. I don't know if he was.
Yeah, and Ryan replied back to him like, "Look who's clout chasing now."
Yeah. So it's like that's pretty insane, though, right? That he's crossed into 1 million followers now.
And he's only gonna get bigger because he's with Oscar. He's Latin, man. They got a market that is.
Yeah.
I wish we had a Spanish version of this show so we could fucking cross over.
And like the most impressive thing, he's fucking 19, right? 19, 20?
Yeah, that's why you're not gonna rush him and put him in there with Gervonta. I mean, look, and the last thing you want him to do is spar Gervonta and have that footage get leaked. Even though it never did Mayweather any harm to have that Paul Spadafar footage all around the internet, it never affected him at all. Never.
Or spar Gervonta and get beat up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mayweather got beat up and it never affected him.
Didn't Ryan post a picture of him and Mayweather and said his promoter says I'm the future?
Yeah, and then Gervonta says that's not my promoter.
Oh,
whoa!
He's back to that.
He said that shit for real?
Yeah. He said that underneath.
Man, you guys are slow, man. I'm in the pre-production. I don't talk. I see everything though.
Bro, how no. Cause you said
every time Mike think I'm asleep, I'm wide the fuck awake.
Could you post that link again? I'm like, bro, just scroll up. It's like right there. I got you.
Yeah.
Because I hate scrolling up, bro.
Yeah, Mike, you gotta learn that shit.
But when you scroll up, man, you be seeing all the good shit though.
I hear you, but let me tell you what happens when you scroll up in the middle of people being awake in a group chat. You can't really get there unless you're super fast, because every time you text, it brings you back down.
Gotcha.
Fucks it up.
Yeah, you can't say scroll up. You've got to send that shit again.
Hell yeah.
That has to be current.
Gotcha.
Got to be a fresh.
Pre-pro rules. Send the link. It's there. I remember there was one with Enrique. He was like, send the link. I was like, it's there. It's 3 messages above this one. And he's like, I ain't got time to look around. Just send me the link. I was like, it's fucking on my screen. You can see it. And he went, are you going to send the link or what? I was like, it's fucking right there.
Hilarious, yo.
Oh, man.
All right, so what? We got some other news. Your man, he wanted to talk Espys. We did that. What else we got? We
had Bob Arum comments on Canelo.
Oh, we already hit the Mungia prefers Hurd too. Oh, yeah, the Canelo Bob Arum comments.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I hate the whole PD shit, but I mean, it's Canelo's fault. He tested positive. So who's going to read these comments or quotes from Bobby?
I got the first one. I think that Canelo is going to pay the price for being off the juice.
Damn. Mike, don't tell us when you're going to open the quote. Don't change your voice at all. Don't make it entertaining at all.
You got to do a Bob voice. Don't forget to put the Bob voice.
Mike, and I'm just going to read as if no one is listening at all.
Yo. Starting the quote now.
Just reading. What the fuckers?
I think that Canelo is going to pay the price for being off the juice. And I think that Triple G will knock him out easy.
Bob Arum sounds like Mr. T.
One-liners.
And that was about it. Yeah, that was about it.
Yo, Matt, could you imagine if Canelo if Triple G knocked him out? That would ruin public perception of Canelo. We would question every single fight up until this point. Maybe not the Floyd one, because we know Floyd does crazy testing. But damn. I mean, because he's always showed a good chin. To be knocked out, it's like, oh my God, he's not. But I never heard of, and I know no knowledge. I have no knowledge of this. Maybe IQ, because he chose to go with that screen name, is smart enough to answer. But as far as I know, steroids don't make your chin stronger. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's gonna get off clenbuterol and all of a sudden have a weak chin. So I don't know. I don't get what old Bobby means by this. I mean, I guess the stamina, though. We've always questioned Canelo and his stamina. Then, you know, the clenbuterol allegedly helps you with stamina. So now they're going to be doing stringent testing. So his stamina is going to be effective. Maybe Bob means, you know, by wearing him down, body shot, maybe taking a knee, maybe the ref. It doesn't necessarily have to be a knockout.
But
Canelo has a good enough chin not to go to sleep.
But isn't Canelo's performances enough to prove that clenbuterol doesn't help with stamina? Isn't that usually the criticism of Canelo? He sort of does things in bursts. He can't really. I don't know. He always looks like he tires.
We're gonna have to see how bad he looks off when he's on nothing.
Yeah, because in my opinion, that was the whole thing of last fight.
In bursts. Now he's only gonna fight 1 minute of the fucking round.
Why y'all shitting on Canelo like that? God damn.
Speculating for fun. It's all for fun. Canelo. I can't.
And the last thing that we got before we head out to the callers is Michael Buffer will be announcing the KSI versus Logan Paul fight that happens in August, which I hope we do a show about.
Not only that, but more Michael Buffer news. Yo, he sound like a 3-year deal with fucking Dazn.
Dazn only.
With Dazn, so he left HBO.
Yeah, I mean,
to Dazn, get the fuck out of here.
And I'm thinking since the fight with Canelo and Triple G is on the 15th. Yeah, he did.
It's exclusive to Dazn and Matchroom only.
Yeah, and I think there's a loophole though. The 15th date maybe will.
Yeah, he probably already had that contracted.
Exactly. So he
probably already hired him in advance for that one.
It probably won't start till the 22nd when AJ fights Povetkin.
Mm-hmm.
But that's big though. I mean, they stole them from HBO.
FYI, guys, we've been picking up some really good steam on the subscribers. We're only 148 away from 77,000. Let's motherfucking make that mark together. We only need 150 more TBV soldiers. Become part of the army. Hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell because we go live very frequently around here.
And I gotta thank you, Nis. Hold on. I gotta thank you because I believe the influx of subscribers was due to the hounding and the good reporting skills when you saw AJ going through his little walk to get out the building.
Dude, believe it or not, that was all that he gave people. He had interviews with like the biggies, you know, and he got up out that chair and just walked away. And we had to like, that's why I hate attending these things, bro. But it helps the brand grow. You know, they need to see you there, not only the fighters, but, you know, the Eddies of the world and, you know, the publicists and all that, the people that eventually give you access. Like if you guys wanted a specific fighter on the show, if you're not consistently going to these fights and showing face, you can't just email or call a publicist to say, hey, get Andre Ward on the show. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Let's not get Andre Ward on.
I know. But I said it for Ron because, you know, he's from over there and he's like happy. You know what I mean?
Like what pisses me off, like you see this shit all the time. Like even like some American fighters, you get there and they don't give you the fucking access though. They're fucking rude. They don't want to do interviews and they treat I ain't hear you, but okay. I thank you for that.
He said the Charlos.
I said Crawford.
Oh man, hey, look here, man. The Charlos are a special breed, so they're in a whole nother conversation.
Get there and he doesn't give an interview.
But he does give Brock and he does give This Is 50 good interviews. I must say.
Yeah, Ak and Barack, because they fucking play basketball with him and they his boys. He's headlocking one of them and shit.
You got to build a kind of bond, yes.
You got to get headlocked to give an interview. You got.
I'm not saying that, but you gotta
headlock.
No, you really ain't got to do shit because they should want to give you an interview and get their.
Man is mad dry, and your excuse makes him more lame to say that he's selective. Because that's what that means. He's selective.
But they all are. They all are. Floyd is like pretty much exclusive to.
That's not true.
Floyd goes on Fight Hype more than anything.
That's true. That's true. But he's not. But you know, I've interviewed Floyd.
Of course.
I've interviewed Pacquiao. That and look.
But have you ever got like a one-on-one with Floyd, like phone call?
Every right. Hell no. AJ had every right to shit on me, and he didn't. He knew who I was.
And then
you should be
then with the whole,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like there's certain fighters they'll freeze you out because they jerks, and that's just their character.
He told you your new career path that you should be Wilder's manager.
And it seems to me Eddie and AJ
let me be his motherfucking PR manager, so he don't be out here looking like he wearing a skirt.
Are trying to push this new channel. Sporting News, and they're like giving them like all the exclusive interviews. So I don't know what's going on with that. If there's like a channel like IFL America or some shit, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Eddie's trying to push that Sporting News or not. So
yeah, they seem to be tied in with Dazn, right?
Shout out to Eddie, man. Everybody thinks that he hates us. He actually loves us.
Yeah, Eddie's a good promoter.
Didn't you take pictures with him after?
I always smooth things over on the back end and get it all right. It's all good.
So
man, he's always nice though. He's always nice. He's always nice. You know, that just goes to show that he's a character.
Yeah.
You know, but he's always still a genuine guy. You know what I mean? Like we always kick it before and after the interview, and it's never like.
Yeah,
any animosity.
You even critiqued his stance, his boxing stance.
Hell yeah, I was talking about that shit.
Yeah, look at his stance.
The heckler, nasty heckler. Let's get out to the sponsors and then to our phone calls. You know the number 1-425-569-5241. Press one time. No doomsday to fucking do a fucking list. What a loser. In a good way.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to New Jersey Zone.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up. Let's make this official. Everybody that's agreeing.
I mean.
Hello. All right. All righty then.
Making good use of that boomerang status.
Yes. Let's see here. Let's go out to LA.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, you know it ain't no show without Info Joe in the building. What up, panelists?
What up, Joe?
What up,
fam?
Happy to hear you,
Hey,
man. I mean, had us thinking the lines was down.
Yo, Ness. Hey, hey man, you're doing yourself a disservice, man. Know your history on everything, from hip hop to Pop Tarts. You know what was, you know what is. Yesterday made today. When you know what was, you know what it is, man. Just remember that. Yesterday made today. What you did yesterday built on what you did today. So it's good to go back and do your history.
Let them know, Joe. Let them know.
Whitaker versus Roger Mayweather. What?
Nah, I was just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, let them know.
History on your hip hop, all your new hip hop heads out there, man. Go back and listen to some brand new beings. Go back and listen to some shit,
what?
Man.
For
KRS-One
what?
or somebody, man. Then you'll because
Yo,
you'll
don't
know
send nobody go
what
listen
you
to
did
fucking
separate
Grand
the bullshit
Pooba.
from the real.
Yo, you trying to get people to waste
you'll
their
know
time
the
listening to
bullshit you
fucking
listen
Grand
to
Pooba.
now. Hey man, I'm an old hip hop head. This shit back then sound better than it do now.
I agree with you.
I'm keeping it funky.
Hell no. Back then they used to be
Hey.
like microphone checker. They sounded so crazy back then. I like this
listen
rap.
To, man, listen to some motherfucking Cool J shit, whatever.
1, 2,
Listen to some old
unbuckle
real
my
shit, man.
shoe, skibbity boo rap. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that old shit.
Hey man, they had star bars, man.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
It's weak. You don't even understand the fuck they saying, man. But yo,
Hold on now. Can't say that about everybody.
I just went back and looked at Pernell Whitaker versus Roger Mayweather. I just went and looked back and looked at Trinidad
Pernell
versus
versus
Vargas.
Roger.
What album is that?
Hold on. Yo, you are the best, Rob. Jesus. Wait. Info. What the fuck did you learn from Pernell versus Roger Mayweather? Come on, bruh.
I just wanted to remember that people used to say that Mayweather was the best defensive fighter. And I just wanted to go back and say, hell no. Pernell was the best defensive fighter, man.
Yo, please don't make us go back and watch him, because I remember the world calling him a little bit boring.
Yep, everybody was calling him boring at the time.
Hey, but
when you
Floyd
look
was
back
his
on it now-
sparring partner, though. He was the sparring partner, and you learn about that stuff. That's how you learn. It's a cycle. You got to learn all these things. I mean, Mayweather fought, his dad fought Sugar Ray Leonard, his uncle fought Pernell, and then they learned these things and taught Mayweather. It's like, how do they teach Mayweather all these things? Well, they fought the best. These are things that boxing fans want to know. How do they fighters get there?
I mean, I guess.
That's a
Let's
good point, Rob.
see
Good
if Mayweather can turn around and become a teacher. It would be interesting if he can become a teacher, because he's a mentor for a lot of these guys, but he's not hands-on, and that's what a lot of them need, because a trainer, it's like a father figure, It's a nurturer. They're there daily, and I think that Floyd could change a lot of young fighters' lives if he were more hands-on. And I understand he's far too young to be, locked into a gym 15 hours a day with all that money that he has. He's got to go live life. But hopefully 10, 15 years later, when he's a little fatter, and he got married and he got a couple of more kids that he raises. Hopefully he could be a trainer and teach somebody some of that skill.
Floyd gives off the impression that he doesn't want anybody to, well, to me, he doesn't want any fighter to be greater than him.
Maybe now, you know what I mean? You never know. You never know. I know he's mentioned that he doesn't want his sons to fight, but he's got a lot of sons, man. You never know. One of them might want to pick it up. One of them might be getting tired of getting bullied, even though they probably don't even get bullied because they're so fucking rich, right? But like, who knows? Somebody still be trying to. I know somebody would test your ass. You Mayweather's son. They trying. Oh, you Mayweather's son? So you think you can fight? Jab your ass right in the neck, right? Because of that.
I'm not sure they go to those kind of schools anymore.
Shit, even the rich schools, somebody still gonna ask you that same question. I mean, they probably won't jab you though. You're right. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
Yo,
anyway,
on to Dazn, man. I'm all for growing the sport by any means necessary. I'm not gonna hate on her, but I mean, I pay too much for cable, man, and I like the idea that I can DVR my shit if I want to, and if I want to go back and rewind around, I can. But I'm not gonna hate on him. I wish the best for because I'm all for the sport, man. Whatever is gonna grow the sport, I'm a fan of the sport first. So I'm not gonna hate on Dazn. I hope they're successful. But I pay too much for cable though, man.
But you gotta blame the cable.
Stevie Miller.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead. Finish your point.
No, I'm saying you got to blame the cable providers, HBO and, well, not Showtime because they are doing boxing, but HBO is not picking up like the sport like they used to. And I mean, they allow for somebody to come in and like kind of steal the spotlight.
That's true. That's true, man. Hey, man, whatever's going to grow the sport, man, more power to them. Might eventually just buy the app like the ESPN app, man. On the Big Baby Miller, man, he was talking that same shit about Wilder that he was talking about AJ, man. He got real slick with his mouth. And I just want him to beat somebody of note. He's the biggest heavyweight of all of the heavyweights, and he punches the softest. I just want to see him, before he gets to talking shit about the top two, beat somebody in the top 5, anybody, in the lower top 10. Beat Ortiz, then you can come back and talk shit about AJ or Wilder. Put me down for Mungia and Usyk. And that's my call, brothers. Peace to you all, man. All the hardcores out there. Let's keep the sport growing and let's keep it going. Peace.
Yo, in Ryan Garcia news, just got updated. That is a little sexy step up matchup.
Yeah.
And I see it as an easy win from my boy Ryan Garcia. They are saying, I haven't read it, but they're saying Ryan Garcia versus Mercito Gesta in the works. That's good because Gesta is coming off of a decision loss to.
Well, no, he just won a recent fight.
Yeah, but versus who the fuck is that guy? I was about to tell the people who they know he lost to, which is Jorge Linares. But all right, who did he beat?
No, I was just being super antsy.
No, but who did he beat now? What the fuck? You brought him up.
He beat Robert Manzanares.
He recently just fought this guy. It was bigger and taller.
I just wanted to play my soundbite. I know he was a who the fuck is that guy. I know he was a who the fuck is that guy. Please listen, Mercito Gesta is not good. I'm sorry. Like, people get mad at me for keeping it real. Like, he's better than me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm not a fucking fighter. You feel me? Like, all his fights that were meant to be step-ups, he never stepped up. So Ryan has to be the one to step up if this gets made and, you know, fucking capitalize off of Gesta's name. Because Gesta's been moved strategically because the world knows, you know, these promoters knew what they had. Like, Top Rank had him when he was undefeated, and they served him up to the puppet. You know, it was inevitable. It was like, all right, we gotta do what we gotta do for this kid. We signed him. We promised him a title shot. It's sink or swim right here, and he couldn't beat the puppet, Miguel Vasquez. You know what I'm saying? Can't beat him. Only Bradley and Canelo beat him. I mean, now someone else just beat him too, right? Victor Postal, maybe somebody. I don't know. But that's way too late in his career for it to even matter. I'm trying to look for a fucking number here. Oh, it looks like
will that fight be streamed on Facebook? If so, that's a big probably a big viewing audience for that fight.
Probably. We're going out to Dominic in Seattle. What's going on, my friend?
No, not much, man. Just chilling in Seattle. But yo, you guys are everywhere. What are you guys even talking about?
Well, you got a couple minutes to talk about what you want to talk about. We're talking about the
Oh,
zone.
okay.
We're talking
Well,
about
I
the
like the
zone
fact
in the
that,
U.S., and now we're talking about whatever you want.
So I like the fact that, you know, you and Blue Bloods went out to the zone's opening, whatever that is, and confronted Anthony and stuff like that. But I'm just wondering why Deontay Wilder didn't go out there, you know, try to stir it up like, you know, big baby brother.
Well, Deontay was at the Espys last night, and also he's doing a movie preview for the Equalizer 2 with Denzel Washington. So he has some stuff going.
I feel like he don't give a fuck no more. I don't know what it is. I really hope that he fights Tyson. I've been hearing a lot of talks. I watched ES News. He was talking to him about that might be the big fight happening. That might be something that might happen. I just hope that he fights Tyson Fury so we can stop thinking about Anthony Joshua and Head Povetkin. So that's all I gotta say. And yeah, that's it.
Dominic, thanks for calling in. We're going out to, let's see if we did your intro, but let's see if you're ready. Ready? Spaghetti? He's not ready. Okay, we're going out to Idris in the UK. Idris in the UK, you're on mute. I hear you now.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, I have to give my two takes on everything you've been saying, man, and your little interview with Eddie Hurd, man. Listen, man, Ness, let me tell you something, man. You're batting for the wrong team, man. Let me tell you something. Matchroom, you'll see sooner or later, you guys have been missing out on this. What's to come? You lot have been missing out, and Boxing America has been screaming out for this. Right now, you're on the wrong team. Eddie Hearn is the guy that everyone's trying to block from America, okay? He's the anti-establishment. He's the one that's showing everyone the light in boxing. And everyone needs to really join him, man. All these guys are making nothing. When I sit down and I watch Sky Sports and I'm watching some stupid guys I've never heard of in the UK fighting fourth from bottom, they've both got 5 losses, but they're making 6 figures. Like, who's really getting milked? What's really happening? Like, is there something really bad going on in America? Like, there's a reason why he's getting blocked out by everyone, man. Listen, he's here to expose what's really going down in America. That's the truth, man. And you, anyway, we got whitewashed, man. You're heading for a 3-0 loss, man. When are you gonna give up, man? You can't win against him because everything he's spitting at you is like, it's real stuff. He's coming with mostly facts. I mean, you lot want to change it and put words in his mouth and come with narrative. Like, ask me something right now, yeah. Anything that he said, yeah, that spun off as some bad narrative when it comes to the whole Wilder thing.
Okay, the biggest lie that he can't admit to is the fact that the Wilder fight was never going to happen because Joshua was signed to DAZN.
See, that's the thing. That's your opinion, yeah. But then Wilder's not signed to Showtime, is he?
But he did say his alliances with Showtime, didn't
Yeah, but
he?
you're doing this again. Like, you know he's not signed to Showtime. So what's his alliances and that got to do with anything? If they've got that much confidence in him, they would give him a contract with that much.
Dude, the $50 million came from Showtime. They had part to do with it. Why do you think Espinoza was verbally public when Eddie fucked up the deal?
And wait, and you know this for a fact, yeah?
Remember Espinoza on Twitter?
No, you know this for a fact, yeah. You know this for a fact.
But wait,
of course it would have been on Showtime, but he's not legally contracted with Showtime. So where are you getting this information that Anthony Joshua being with DAZN is a stumbling block on the fight?
Idris.
I'm just speaking.
Idris,
facts right now.
you fight on
That's your
Showtime.
opinion.
You fight on Showtime, and all of a sudden it's time for us to negotiate, and you're gonna go to another
That's your
network.
opinion. That's your opinion.
All
Of course,
right,
it's got.
all right. The bell
Like,
rang. All right, boomerang it up, homie. I mean, what the fuck is that? Like, you are on a network negotiating with a guy, and then you're like, you know what? Let me just go to another network, and we're gonna act like that isn't what Adonis Stevenson did to Sergey Kovalev.
Yeah, but to his point, Wilder is not signed to Showtime. Go ahead, Rob.
That's what I was just going to say. I think that's people's point, is that he's not actually got a written signed contract with Showtime, isn't it? I think that's where people are coming from with that.
Dude. All right.
I know he came out and said that his loyalty is with Showtime, and I totally believe him. But at the end of the day,
all of their loyalties with Showtime, they become millionaires on that channel, man.
But we seen
we leaving, they ain't
exactly. We seen Al leave HBO. You don't think Al would maybe entertain the move to the zone?
I mean, listen, I think that everything is a fight by fight basis or person by person, because Daniel Jacobs is obviously on the other side of things, and now Jesse Vargas is also on the other side of things. And Vargas confirmed to me that he's still with Al Heyman. So who knows if the long play is a DAZN takeover and Al's involved, and we don't know. But until then, you know,
there was Showtime.
You're on one network and you go to another one, you're setting up a roadblock. And I said this would happen. Now it happens, and people are somehow saying, but Wilder's not signed. Like, get the fuck out of here.
You're saying Showtime made him a millionaire. If he goes to DAZN, it'll make him a 20 millionaire.
A 20 millionaire. Here you go with the flat fee. You're such a like zombie.
He accepted it once. Why wouldn't he do it again?
And Anthony Joshua also accepted the $50 million.
Once. Why wouldn't he do it again? Oh, because you take a 30-second interview and that's the whole negotiations.
I love your English accent. It's really, really good. But that was let's go to the next caller.
I know we got it is in Mississippi. Big Tritty, Big Trap. What up?
Hey, what up, man? Hey, I just want to holler at these UK motherfuckers.
Oh, whoa.
Third coast, baby. Let them know how you feel, baby.
Hey, I don't know how y'all do it where y'all at. But if a motherfucker standing behind you calling you pussies and bitches, you will get your ass slept.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this motherfucker holding the belt like he holding a carton of eggs or something. Like he can't drop them off.
Hey, talk that shit, man. Let them know, nigga. Let them know, goddammit.
Yeah. He would have they would have popped off on him in New York.
See if Big Baby can bench press 4 belts.
I'm like, drop that shit, man. Drop that shit. This motherfucker talking about your mama and shit all behind you. And you sitting there looking like a goddamn big ass bloke. Hey.
But I ain't gonna front. But hold on. You wasn't impressed though, like after hearing the audio, you wasn't impressed with like the way he was talking to Big Baby?
Man, that soft tone shit. Shoot a bitch. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Oh man, I kind of gave him credit for that.
Hey, I got a question. If Big Baby would have been saying that shit behind Deontay Wilder, what would have happened?
Oh, we already know, baby. He from the South too, baby. We already know. We already know what's gonna happen.
Ask Brazil what would have happened, Rob.
Who knows?
Exactly. Hey, Rob, no offense though, because I fuck with you, Rob.
No offense.
I fuck with you like a long way. Hey,
pause now.
Yeah, motherfuckers fucking with everybody. People want to take AJ's money. It's all good.
Hey, we savages over here, Rob. We savages over here, dog. Hey, but that's why Jaime Mungia go sleep. What's the motherfucker name? Liam Smith.
Oh, that motherfucker is Liam Smith.
Yeah, that's why he gonna get slept.
Yeah, I gotta say, I gotta wave my flag, but I can't see Liam Smith getting this one.
And Mike Errol Spence beats Crawford the fuck up, and you know it.
Nah, baby. No, baby. I know we from Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? I was born there too, but hey, he ain't big goddamn me Terence Crawford, baby.
Yo, everybody got a favorite fighter, man. It's all good, man. But everybody got to lose one day, even if it's to retirement.
Great call, by the way.
Yes. My fucking Rob again with the one-liners. Rob, man, you are the king. For real.
I was crying, literally. I had to wipe my
That was good. He's like,
I don't know shit about boxing. I just got funny lines. That's it.
nah, but that's good. Comic relief. Oh shit. It's time to hit out. Is this him? Let me see. Double check. Everything looks right. Ohio runs boxing. What's going on, brother?
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Chilling, man. Up here at work, listening to the show, enjoy it. I wanted to talk about what's this Dazn. What is it, $10? Nah, man, I'm not getting that. I'm streaming it. I'm not getting it. To be honest to you, I'm a hardcore, but I'm just not getting it. I hear some of y'all saying y'all getting it because y'all hardcore. I doubt it. I don't even think a lot of y'all getting that shit. I'm not getting it. I mean, shit, but I know a lot of y'all watch porn and they be having that $1. Y'all don't even give them $1 on those porn sites. So why the hell would y'all give $10 for the Dazn? Well,
To be honest, man, as long as I've been alive,
Hold
porn
on.
been
I mean,
free.
you know what? That's for an episode of Untitled, but I'm gonna give you a taste. When it comes to porn, I don't pay for porn because it's
YouTube. Be careful.
because it's free and it's just like
Explicit content.
We might get this YouTube shut down real quick.
and because it's like yo, you embarrassed of like I don't want to even see I'm embarrassed of myself to see a reoccurring bill for that. You feel me? Because
When they have hundreds of websites that are free.
thing too. Like, yo, let me tell you, I'm not going front. Like, I haven't been one of the millions. There's million of us who do this. We've all been there. We filled out the entire form, and then it's like, I ain't really putting my credit card in here. I'm not putting my credit card in because I'm not gonna remember to cancel, and they not getting my money, right? But like with boxing, it's okay. Like that reoccurring bill isn't like you ain't gonna be embarrassed about that, and it's boxing. You love it. Like we love both things, but one thing you know, society has made us shameful of.
Hey, I'll ask one quick question. If they put an Ohio boxer on the Dazn app, would you get it?
Yo, what's that new dude with the Charles Collins?
If Robert Easter was on the Dazn app,
Sean Porter too.
Sean Porter, Robert Easter, Adrian Broner, Rasheed Warren, Montana Love, all my Ohio boys. I wouldn't support that shit. I would hey, you know what? Hey, Ness, I hope Senior Easter ain't listening, but it's just the truth. That's my dog, man. Shout out, but it's just the truth, man. I can't go with that. I'm gonna stream it. I'm staying consistent, man. I take it a little personal. What happened with Wilder too? You know what I mean? But at the same time, I am a hardcore boxing fan. I'm going to watch it, but I'm streaming it. I am not buying.
Everyone's streaming it. It's a streaming service.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in, man. Let's go out to California.
Ale Kumbaya. Thank God that niggas seen another day.
What's happening, man? What's up, Ness? What's up, everybody on the panel?
Ali and Dago, what's going on, brother?
What's up with it, man? I want to say shout out to you, Ness, and shout out to Blue Blood for calling out that coward AJ. I know I know deep down inside you're upset with him though, Rob. You're just trying to hide it on here. But I know deep down inside you know he's a coward.
You're looking into my soul.
But let me make my picks first before I get back to the coward. Now, I'm going to take Usyk by unanimous decision.
I'm gonna take Jaime by knockout. Now, what did you guys hear about the New York Times thing and what Boxing Ego put out about Anthony Joshua saying the fans should fight Wilder?
Yeah. I seen those comments, bro. Someone sent me a video on Instagram.
Yeah, this guy said the fans should train and fight Wilder.
Yeah, and
if they want to see the fight that bad or some shit.
Yeah, because he said he finished it with something like, "Oh, because I'm not gonna be rushed to fight Wilder."
Yeah, I'm not gonna be rushed, and he also said that the fans, he's not. Basically, I'm not here to let the fans see what they want to see. Like, come on, man. Like, this guy just ain't shit, man.
Yo,
y'all can look it up.
But you heard what Eddie said when I said, yo, but you got to give the fans the fight they want. He's like, the fans, take a look at this guy. Take a look at this guy.
Yeah,
I need to make him a millionaire before I can give the fans what they want. I'm like, you motherfucker.
All these guys, man, they all full of shit, man. Then I've seen an interview yesterday from Eddie Hearn. He was talking to one of the guys from Fight Hype, one of the English dudes from Fight Hype, and then he was like, we're only offering Wilder the 15 million or 12.5 because he agreed to it. And it's like, come on, man. Like, so if this man been asking for 60-40, 50-50, so that's what he would rather agree to, but you won't accept it. But then this man's gonna say he agreed to it. He agreed to it. It's like, man, this guy's a coward. And I hate when AJ always says, no problem. No problem. Like, shut the fuck up, man. This guy. Anyway, man, I'm not gonna hold up the line.
Yo,
but
there's so
Robbie,
many. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You got people represent, Eddie Hearn and AJ ain't representing your country right, man. You should be ashamed of them fools. All right, go ahead, man. That's my call. Shout out to the Boxing Voice.
Ali, man, thanks for calling in, man. There's
Rob,
just so
do you want to come back on that, Rob?
There's so many new clips. Like that first one we played where he's just like, what's wrong with you Americans? Like, he's mad that he had to come over here because he knows.
If you watch that video, he is like irritated. He's rubbing the couch. He's like just, oh my God, he's going crazy.
He can't stand that he's got to answer these Wilder questions. Over there in the UK, they must be fucking licking him so good that they don't ask shit.
Whoa.
They ask him nothing, bro. They ask him nothing.
I don't think we should go there about who's licking what.
Bro, listen to me. He got upset at Big Baby and gave no media interviews, bro. Don't you get it? It was from the chair that he walked when you seen me interview him and he went through the door. That was the extent of it, bro. It's like
he had a plane to catch. He had a presser at Wembley the next thing.
You're right. You are the perfect spinner, but that's good. You know, imagine if you weren't a spinner.
Robbie Hearn, man. Robbie Hearn.
You got to be true to that Union Jack. I hear you, bro. But you know, it just sometimes makes.
That's just how I see it. Is you guys over there, you're backing your boy Wilder, and you don't whatever the UK say, it's all bullshit. You're liars. You're deflecting. You're putting up roadblocks, and the UK are seeing it with their boy and saying your guy's full of shit. And it's just so nationalistic. This fight, how it is, how it's built up. So when it does happen, if it happens, whatever, it's going to be fucking huge. I know that.
Well, let's get out to Skype. Rafi, talk to me.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother.
You can hear me? Okay, yeah, all right. Just really want to address some of the foolish talk saying that AJ should have jumped on Big Baby. That's ridiculous. How many times in the history of boxing has one fighter been stupid enough to assault another
Derek
fighter?
Chisora versus David Haye. Do you need another one? Derek Chisora versus Vladimir Klitschko. He smacked Vitaly. Remember? Need another one? Oh, and I'm purposely bringing up UK fighters who doing the stupid shit you bringing up.
Yeah, stupid shit.
Hey,
it's ridiculous.
But
It's ridiculous.
no, I think
Stupid
maybe the word stupid should be used on the question that was used a few seconds ago when you said, when's the last time? And I mentioned it happened in less than 5 years. Twice.
Yeah, and every time it's happened, it's been some stupid shit. It's idiotic.
Nah, every time it happens, it builds the fight.
David Hay punches Tony Bellew.
It builds the fight like a motherfucker, but each time any of those guys have done that stupid shit, they've been regarded as stupid shit. It's ridiculous. It's totally unprofessional.
Derek Chisora throw a table at Dillian Whyte.
Tyson Fury wrestled the Joker at a press conference. Come on, brother. It's boxing.
It's boxing, but you know, when did Muhammad Ali punch somebody in a press conference?
Well, he wrestled on AB.
Oh.
He wrestled on live television.
The gorilla jokes.
When did Marvin Hagler? When did any one of the motherfuckers?
Yo, brother, you're losing this argument. You're losing this argument. Man.
Hey, hold on. He said Muhammad Ali. He said Muhammad Ali, right?
Yeah, he said Muhammad Ali, but we all know what he did with Frazier. He fucking fought Frazier on live TV.
He told him, yeah.
Don't you walk up on me. Don't you walk up on me.
Sit down, Frazier. Sit down, Frazier.
It's dumb. It's dumb shit. It's idiotic. We have IQs. We have intelligence for a fucking reason.
It's part of boxing.
Big Baby Miller in the ring and get paid for it. What kind of dumb shit is that to fight somebody in a damn press conference?
Yo, he ain't gotta fight him. He ain't gotta fight him, Rafi, but he could have fucking shoved him. He could have at least put his fucking belts down to be in, to protect himself.
He was all tough against Brazil.
Big Baby Miller in his fat head. Is that correct?
I'm not saying that I want him to punch Big Baby in his fat head. That's not what I said. That's not what I just said. The bell rung. Get out of here. But that was a good call, even though you lost.
Love the energy. Love the energy too.
Yeah, brought energy, but you gotta, you guys got all this time and think about your calls. Like, how the fuck? And I'm not using BoxRec. This is off the fucking dome. I gave him like 3. Is one question.
I gave him 2.
You can't even box rack that. It's just everyone knows. Like Ali, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis has been in what Mike Tyson stole the fight.
One's ear off, Mr. Rafi.
Derek Chisora got up and threw a table at Dillian Whyte.
Talk about it, man. It's TBV, man. We bringing you that heat, Rafi.
To be fair, Chisora threw it at Dillian, but it landed on Eddie, right?
No, but that's recent. I'm talking about he glossed me. You don't remember that?
He fucking glassed me.
He glossed me. Oh, that shit was that was the best, man. I remember, back then we had an intro with that shit.
And there's a common theme, though.
Who was Herbie Hyde? Herbie Hyde and someone wrestling as well, wasn't it? And fucking going at it, I remember.
It's either David Hay or it's Derek Chisora, because David Hay punches Tony Bellew in the face too.
Let's go to the ATL. We got Chris. Talk to us.
What's good, fellas? I kind of understand AJ. He's trying to be this corporate, champ, do the right things, get the sponsorships. But, at the end of the day, this is boxing. So if he's going to take the approach of, I don't want to fight these guys outside the ring, if you're going to get called a bitch and a pussy to your face, you're the heavyweight champion of the world. Either you do something right there or you make sure you fight these guys as soon as possible. Because the longer this goes on, his reputation, I don't know if the UK fans understand this, his reputation over here is sinking, man. It's sinking, Back in the day with Holyfield, Lennox Lewis for the most part, and the Klitschko brothers, they played that proper role too. They weren't getting into all kinds of crazy stuff outside the ring. But at the end of the day, they fought the guys who were challenging them. So if he's going to take this approach where he's saying and doing the right things all the time, you don't want to fight outside the ring, you don't want any kind of confrontation, you better make sure you make those fights happen and you punish those guys inside the ring, or his perception, his public perception and his reputation is going to continue to take a hit. That's my call, guys.
Chris, man, thanks for calling in, brother. Thanks for calling in. We got Jason in Missouri.
What's up, good brothers? What's up?
What's good, baby?
Yeah, hey, oh man, nothing, man. As I was watching those interviews, man, Eddie Hearn did, and then also Joshua Ness, man, I like how you jumped on him. I wish you would have followed up with. I see Blue Blood kept on bringing up the 50 million and why he didn't take it. And then he keeps on saying Wilder accepted the 15 million, but he is not taking responsibility for the fact that he accepted the 15 million for the fight to be next. And so he keeps saying, he accepted the terms for the 15 million.
Yeah, but
so
the
why
thing
is he
is,
not going to accept it now?
the thing is that he spins it there. He says, well, he would have fought him next had they signed it, but they had the 2 grievances that they said they were going to take 7 days to get back, which they really took 2 weeks. That's where he spins it. So I don't like going down that street with him because that's all he's going to do.
Okay. I got you. So he could have. I wonder why, if he was saying October, November for the fight, and he had a couple of venues that he wanted to, all Wilder's camp was asking was, put the date in there and put a venue. He could have said October/November and Wembley or whatever the hell / whatever else, and that could have got the fight done. But he chose not to do that. Joshua's just looking like he's looking bad over here, man. He's just looking bad. And he said that he didn't see the 50 million. What? Shirley Finkel said that they asked for the proof of funds, and he emailed him and said, hey, what's your lawyer's information? I'll send it over, and they got MIA. But they discard all of this information. Dude is a straight pimp. That boy can talk a cat off a fish wagon, man. You know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show, man. That's my call.
Man, great points, goddammit. Great points.
Jason, man, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Amin. I think he got his phone together. Amin, what's up? It's our 3rd time going to you, player.
Yo, fellas.
What's going on, Amin?
Charm, man. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I'm going to make it worth it. Hey, Mike, listen. I got roots in Yazoo City, man. Shout out to Mississippi, man. You know how that goes.
Right outside Jackson. Shout out to Yazoo.
And Jacktown, right? So, Ness, I'm going to have to, I really disagree with you, but you're objective. That's what I can say, because one of the most important wins on Crawford's resume is Brady's Prescott. And then, if I'm correct, he fought Burns or somebody else after that, because when you talk about getting gimmies as a fighter with a promoter, he had to earn those gimmies early. And if you remember the night when he had fought Prescott, the fight fell through, and we heard of Crawford. We talked a little bit about him, and he showed his ass, and they said, well, yeah, but he's really 135, and that fight right there. And then there was another fight after that. He pretty much earned a couple gimmies, but gimmies in the way that he cleared out 140. Like, when you clear out and you hang around and you fight everybody they throw at you in a division. Of course,
everybody except the people. Everybody except the people that meant something. Everybody except Broner and Mikey Garcia.
Man, Broner didn't want no smoke with Crawford, man. He befriended him. He befriended Crawford.
Mike, it doesn't matter what you think. It was the biggest fight at 140.
Blame Broner then. Crawford take that fight.
Blame Broner.
And Broner probably priced himself out. He probably priced himself out.
Hold on. You can't say blame Broner.
This guy wanted $10 million for a Manny Pacquiao fight. How you want $10 million for a Manny Pacquiao fight and you turn down $40 million from Rock Nation? Come on, man. Get out of here with that shit.
So what was the purpose of you bringing up those things that have nothing to do with this conversation? Because you're trying to, I guess, lead by showing some sort of history that he wouldn't have made the fight. I mean, finish what you're saying so we can.
I'm saying he probably priced himself out of that fight. If he was going to take it, he probably wanted an absorbent amount of money.
So you're saying that in a hypothetical world, Bob offered him the fight, but Broner priced himself out.
I'm sure Bob did.
All right, well then it's Bob's job to secure that fight because that was the biggest fight for his fighter. But in argument's sake, I mean, he did step up and get the Prescott fight, and that was short notice. But then they gave him some gimmies. I don't know, Alejandro Sanabria sounds like a motherfucking Pac-Man power pellet to me. Andriy Klimov, I don't know. Sounds like another power pellet to me.
But wasn't that guy undefeated at that time? So he took somebody.
Ocampos was undefeated.
He took somebody's own.
Ocampos was undefeated, bro. Like, stop it with this ridiculousness, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, we need to know
But then we have Felix Diaz.
Right?
Felix
What
Diaz.
has Felix Diaz been doing lately, and what has he done before? Oh, that's right. He lost to Peterson before, and after he lost to Crawford, he lost again. I mean, what are you saying?
In a tough fight.
What has Gamboa done after Crawford? Oh, unless we're saying that he's so good, he's retiring, motherfuckers. Or are these people good or not?
Did you see the way that he beat Diaz though?
Fighting who's there.
It wasn't
who's there.
He's fighting.
It wasn't even competitive.
Fighting who's there. Meanwhile, the rest of the 140s are there.
Hey, to be fair though, when Felix Diaz and Crawford fight was made,
running down on Crawford, talking about you duck me, but he's fighting who's there. And I'm not saying he's supposed to struggle to make weight because he's moving up to a more dangerous division. By coming to 47, he's showing he's not afraid of anything. There's bigger dudes there.
And he told that same guy to
acting like he cleaned out the division.
I mean, he took all the belts though. Like,
he cleaned it out. Ness. He fought Hank Lundy. He even fought Hank Lundy. He fought everybody they could possibly.
But that's what you're not getting. That's what you're not getting,
and the Garcia.
brother. That's what you're not getting.
How would you make those fights happen?
All right, so let me talk, man, because I'm gonna educate all you motherfuckers. Okay, listen to me. Beltran is in a 140 dude, 135. Okay. Delorme 140, Derry Jean 135, Lundy 135. They moved these dudes up to fight Crawford, okay? Go back and check their record. Hank Lundy fought fucking John Molina at 135 on ESPN. Derry Jean was 135 pounder. He's from Canada. If you follow the fighters, you cannot be fooled.
But you just said
Gamboa was 126 pounder. Come on.
You just said.
And I just told you that John Molina started at 135. When did he fight Crawford? At the end of his career, washed up at 140. Come on, man. We've done this before, man. He's skilled. He's very skilled. But, yo, there's a few people that was 50-50. 50-50 we could throw in there. I would never throw it in there. But I'm giving people a freebie by saying Jeff Horn, because that was the unknown. But because it's unknown, I can never give him credit for that shit. Just like I never gave him credit for fucking Pacquiao. Like, Horn ain't beat Pacquiao to me, so Horn is who? Horn is who? And Diaz has done what? And where is Undango? And Molina, is he throwing a retirement party or is he in retirement home?
But you got to go back to originally what you said, though. When a fighter loses, they're different.
Postal didn't just get beat by a prospect.
But Crawford took his own.
And Lundy was a world champion when? And Derry Jean was a champion when? And Thomas Delorme has been dropped from how many promotional companies?
You just said it's on Bob to make the fight. Bob made the fights, man.
Javier Bustillo, Lou DiBella.
But he got all the belts.
Fucking
he got all the belts.
Undisputed.
That's BBC.
140.
How many chances Thomas Delorme got, man? Get out of here. Ray Beltran, career sparring partner.
He got all the belts, 3 divisions. Look, and then at the end of the day, when he took these fights, people didn't think look, when these fights happened, I remember when Felix Diaz and Crawford happened, and people were like, oh, Crawford shouldn't have took this fight. You know, this is a big. I'm telling you, this is what people were saying.
I remember HBO had Victor Postal ranked over Terence Crawford when they first fought.
You tell me what circle was telling Crawford not to take a fight with a guy that lost to Lamont Peterson, who also was a guy who's moving up in weight. Come on, Ron, knock it off.
No. It's a fact that you can look around. When he was taking these fights at the time. Sure, you can look at Felix Diaz now.
Ron, Name one forum that
DBN.
That
DBN.
Diaz was a favorite over Crawford.
I didn't say favorite. I didn't say a favorite. I said it was a good tough fight because Felix Diaz was calling Crawford out.
So who would say that Felix Diaz is a dangerous fight for Crawford?
Lou DiBella said it, and DBN said it
Lou
too.
Everyone said it.
Yo, let me talk. Lou DiBella, because y'all just saying shit.
I know he's a promoter.
He is the promoter for Felix Diaz. So
I know.
Like Eddie Hearn saying Joshua will knock out Wilder in 1 round. Come on, guys, smarten up. Come on.
You said what form? You didn't say who.
Yo, Bob Arum said Crawford would beat Errol Spence. Come on.
And how did Bob Arum say that? I pity the fool. I pity the fool that gets you with a pound for pound king.
You objective, bro.
Yo, I'm consistent, dog. I'm consistent. I've been telling y'all how good Crawford is for years, but I've also been saying that his resume has been shaky for years. For years. Dog, listen. Let's go through it objectively. Okay? Watch this, okay? Watch this. Objectively.
Rob's gonna go to sleep.
He stepped up with the Prescott, right?
Took it on like 1 week notice.
Look, he stepped up, and that's right. The world took notice. So what did the promoter say? Oh, shit. I got something here. Bruce, let's see what we got. So what does Bruce Trampler do? They give him Alejandro Sanabria. What does Crawford do? Stops him in 6. Bruce, we might really have something. HBO, I think you guys have something. Let's bring Crawford back. They give him Andres Klimov. What did he do? Unanimous decision. Now it's like, I don't know. You know, this black fighter, he's supposed to be knocking guys out because we don't like black fighters that just fucking go decisions. He's going to have to go to the UK. He's going to have to be the B-side. Fuck it. We'll put him on HBO, but he's got to be the B-side. He's got to go to the UK. But who the fuck is Ricky Burns, and how long was Adrian Broner chasing Ricky Burns from 130 to 135? And he kept avoiding him. And really, who's Ricky Burns beat? So when Crawford went over there with all the skill that he has, it didn't matter what country it was, he beat Ricky Burns. Okay? But, I mean, Gamboa, after that, is like, all right, let's go back to the top-ranked diet. Here, take this 126-pounder in Gamboa, which we were already giving to Brandon Rios, but Gamboa was like, fuck that. You trying to serve me up to Rios. I'm out. I'm going to go to litigations and get out of my top-ranked contract plus my Caribe Promotions contract plus the 3rd promoter. See, you got to know all the history. Gamboa was with Top Rank, then left. And then somehow signed the fucking SMS thinking he was going to sign a TMT. So when he was offered the Crawford fight, he wasn't offered the Crawford fight as an in-house top-ranked fighter. We're going to look out for our gold medalists. No, he was offered as a B-side. Let's get this name to make our A-side look good. Come on, dog. Like, smarten up. Beltran? What's his biggest win? Hank Lundy? Oh, shit. And then they regurgitate you and give you Lundy versus fucking Crawford? Look, I ain't got time to take you to school, B.
I mean,
we could have said that earlier.
I don't mean this personally. I mean this in general. For motherfuckers that give this to Crawford and everything. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. But
go ahead and finish your call.
Black and white. You know what I'm saying? Black and white is black and white.
I mean, still there?
So is Zebras.
And Josh Taylor.
Thing, yo,
I mean, Taylor, he really shit on that win. How many fights was Taylor when he got Postal?
Like 20, maybe 19.
20? Oh, 20?
Let me check.
Really? When did Crawford do him?
Postal.
I thought, damn. See, I'm confusing Taylor with Kelly. Go ahead, I mean, my bad. Kelly is better than Taylor.
DAZN, man.
Yeah.
My only problem with DAZN, and I think I mentioned it a little bit yesterday, is that you can't get a steady stream of fights. You know, Top Rank is going to produce enough fights for the ESPN Plus app. Now, it's technical issues, fine, but you know, and it's cheaper. Like, if you just get in the zone at waiting around for fucking Joshua fights and who else, like, yo, I'm telling you, for $10 a month, I'm just not sure it's going to be enough product. It's fucking.
But Eddie made the point that the cards will be loaded. Like, the cards will be like a pay-per-view type card, which will have multiple stars on it.
I mean, look, he doesn't.
I think sometimes, man.
I don't know why we acting like Eddie puts together shitty cards. Yo, this Joseph Parker card is stacked, and why would he change what's working for him? Like, and his deal is like a fucking brother-sister deal. Like, everything he does on Sky is gonna be on DAZN and vice versa. They're promoting each other. It's like one big happy family. So I highly doubt that he's gonna all of a sudden dip the level of, or excuse me, quality of the fights. If anything, man, all they were doing was flaunting the money and letting us know how they're gonna entice big fights by using the money. Let's see if that's true.
And let's not forget that they have 12 other fighters that they're talking to.
I'm gonna be honest and tell you this, because there's no way that this could be known. One of the stars of DAZN, right? And whoever you think a star is, team said the money was so good they had to take the DAZN deal, regardless if they feel that for the next 3 years they won't be seen and don't know who they'll fight.
Demetrius Andrade.
Yeah, but it's not just Andrade. I mean, dude, Andrade is there, Miller is there. It's like Katie Taylor is there, Joshua's there.
I mean, for a person that hasn't been seen a lot and the kind of money Eddie's throwing around, I mean, for Andrade, I think it was a no-brainer. I mean, if you're not already being seen, but you're going to get paid more for not being seen, I mean, go ahead and take the money.
Yeah. But very quick, I totally fucked up Taylor's.
I don't want to hold up the line, man.
Oh, shit, my bad. Go ahead, I mean. You ain't holding it up. We got you. Go for it.
I'm just saying, great show. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, yo, it's not even about the quality, it's the quantity. We've been spoiled, man. And like, yo, as far as the UK fights, I was perfectly fine getting them on Showtime International or getting them on AWE, man. Like, you know, and I know it's you know, the business move because of cable packages and shit like that, but it's the quantity. I've been spoiled by quantity, but I guess I really can't complain if I'm still fuck with the ESPN Plus app and, you know, Showtime, and, you know, we got shit coming on Fox, so I can't really complain, man. I guess I'm just hesitant to spend that $10, man. Listen, it ain't like this boomerang shit with Patreon. You know, this shit has value to me. You know, I think it's got to. Yo, Mike, share some of that DAZN money because you've been pumping DAZN since it first came out. Share some of that DAZN money with me. Maybe I change my mind, man.
I might share it with you, baby.
47 fight cards, man.
Hey, listen, great fucking show, man.
I mean,
Rob?
I said 47 fight cards that are definite, plus maybe
I mean,
more
trust
to come.
me. I mean, if you like boxing and you want to be spoiled, I think Eddie's going to put together a good product.
We're about 124 away from 77,000. Come on,
Oh, Ned.
hit that subscribe button.
You fucked up. You could have dropped a bar then.
What bar?
We're how many away?
124.
124 away from 77K.
Oh,
damn, Rob.
Last fight, I had
the white guy to teach you how to do it, or what?
Yo, well, I tried to recite AJ's verse and he didn't even know it, and I had a brain fart. I can't remember nothing else past. In my last fight, I had to watch my weight.
Yeah, he looked at you like, "What the fuck are you talking
I
about?"
know, like, man, yo.
You're like, you know, we love that on the show. We play it all the time.
I'm like, yo, how do I not know your rap, and how the fuck don't you know it? I'm like, yo,
Man, drop that shit right now, man. Drop that shit.
Yes, you could spit a little bar.
Let's
Give you
go.
a couple words. Maybe 2 words, not
I like
four.
to blow my trumpet and that.
In my last fight, I had to watch my weight.
Wait.
I'm eating too much, even though I'm a heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
I'm on time and I'm never ever late.
Never
I'm
late.
hustling hard so I can go on and be a great.
Great.
In JD, chilling with my mates. I stay low key, never ever moving bait. Keep it calm.
Bring the alarm.
Man chat, get slapped with my palm.
One set. Hey!
So I guess Big Baby didn't chat enough shit.
Yo, I fucking love that verse, man. Yo, it's sad too. He dropped the new verse on Dazn. I'm actually gonna find it, man, because it's so.
Don't play that shit, man. Don't play that shit.
Man, because it's like your favorite artist drops an album, and you know that first album is always fire, and then this fucking sophomore album sucks. And you're like, yo, what the fuck you doing, AJ? Like, I thought you was fire. Dazn probably took that shit down. Like, come on, bro, you could have did better than this.
Yeah, that shit was whack.
You got one? The new broadcaster is called Dazn. I'm about to catch a flight to England. I'm going back home. I've got to start training camp off fight soon. AJ's in the house. I'm leaving the room.
Shit was ass. Why you going so fast anyway? All off beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it was Eddie on the beatbox as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, this was a classic right here. This is classic.
Give you a couple
It's
words.
always gonna be
Maybe 2 words. I like to blow my trumpet.
TBE
That
platinum.
In my last fight, I had to watch my weight. I'm eating too much, even though I'm a heavyweight. I'm on time and I'm never ever late. I'm hustling hard so I can go on and be a great.
Deontay, find the
In
pen,
JD,
baby.
Chilling with my mates. I stay low key, never ever moving.
April 13th is going down. With or without Deontay.
Get slapped with my palm.
Yo, TBB has infamously made rappers versus famous on this show. Like, half the world don't even know Broner could rap until they heard us like use his shit. And what's the other kid? Danny Garcia too. Damn, where's my Danny sound bites? They gone? I used to have a bunch of Danny raps, yo, because he was hilarious with the rapping.
Man, shout out to all the athletes that can do more than just their sport.
Oh shit.
So we out of callers?
I mean, we might have to drop a freestyle our damn selves, man.
That's right. Rob's got to go to sleep. Fuck, man. You guys are playing games. The man's over there falling asleep in his chair.
Yeah, that'll be the Crawford resume.
Shots fired at Mike.
That's why you fucked up Ricky Burns with his fuck ass.
And on about fucking up, I knew as soon as I said it, but Josh Taylor, that was his 13th fight, not his like 19th or something.
Oh, see? Making Crawford's resume seem more suspect.
I mean, at the time, Crawford beat Postal.
No, because it's the same argument that the UK guys use. They're like, oh, look how long Wilder took to beat Molina, and AJ did it in X amount of rounds. Oh, Molina, he hurt Wilder. So it's like you got to keep doing the same comparisons. Like what I said, history repeats itself.
The good thing about the Postal fight, they both went 12.
Yeah,
but one guy was a fucking prospect.
And he looked like a prospect. In the Crawford fight, he looked like that he was overmatched. Postal, that is.
Oh my god! In the words of the great Disney movie, "Let it go, let it go." Jeez,
that's my daughter.
Final thoughts, Ron. I like your idea of going back and looking up on YouTube. So if people want to go and search Wilder versus Dustin Nichols, something like that, you can probably see the heaviest of heavyweights in that matchup. It's a good
Hey, who's that guy? AJ fought that big fat guy. Last name starts with a B, Booton or some shit like that. Some crazy.
AJ fought a guy with 40 losses.
Probably.
But why are we resume nitpicking over here?
No, because the one I'm talking about is the hugest, fattest beer belly.
Is it the one where Wilder's all sloppy? Wait, that's all.
Wilder kind of. I don't know. The ref doesn't give it a knockdown, but Wilder's gloves touch the floor and shit.
I've seen that.
That is like, where the fuck did that guy come from? other than Dunkin' Donuts. But yeah, weekend of fights. Obviously, Usyk, Gassiev, big fight. I'm looking forward to that one. Liam Smith, good luck, but I think you're really going to need it. You can follow me at UKRobTBV, Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, I'm off to bed. Later.
Good night, Rob. Well, my name is Mike Gross. You can find me on Twitter at Gross2312 or on IG at Gross1911. We have a big weekend of fights. Well, not big, but we have a decent weekend of fights. And on Friday, don't forget, we have Showbox. And also we have a card that's done by Golden Boy, right? Anybody?
Correct.
Okay. And that's on Facebook or ESPN?
ESPN.
Okay, so we have Friday and Saturday full of fights, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm a boxing fan, so I will be tuning into everything. Until then.
All right. Cool. Oh, the stepchild is not forgotten. I have a face right here. But yeah, there's gonna be some good fights this week. Mungia, we're gonna see if he's actually the goods or he just picks on smaller guys, and pretty much whatever way you have to do to get the Garcia fight and the Usyk, try to get it. It's probably gonna be one of the best boxing matches. And if you guys are history nerds, I'm telling you guys, just look up Donald Curry and Michael Nunn. And that's just going to sleep on it. But look those guys up. But other than that, you can find me on Fighter IQ Media, Instagram, and Twitter. But good show, guys.
And I am your host, Nestigates. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Peace. See you in the morning. Later.